What is poppin', y'all? What is good? Mikey T, the movie star, here tonight. We've got some stuff to talk about. Let me just make sure my sound levels are Gucci. Let me make sure everything is Gucci on my end when it comes to the sound. You know what I'm saying? We got to, you know how we do on my channel, man. We make sure all the sound quality is Gucci. That's right. That's right. Need everybody to tap in tonight, man. Need everybody to tap in, everybody to hit that link. Hit that link if you're tuning in from IG over. And we're here on YouTube now, you guys. When you're coming in, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure if you're not subscribed, if you're a new guy coming in, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm your host, Mikey T, the movie star. We got South Georgia in the building. My brother Montana Max. You know what you do when you tap in? It's roll call, y'all. Let me know what city. Let me know what city you're tapping in from. All that. We got Philly. Let me know what you're blazing. We got Philly in the building tonight. You know I love Philly. I've been pretty much around the whole country, on the East Coast, I should say. You know what I mean? Everywhere from Mass to Connecticut, Rhode Island, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, all the way down through the Carolinas to Maryland, Delaware, you know what I'm saying? Georgia, all the joints, man. We got San Diego in the building. Major salute to San Diego, Thomasville, GA. Major salute to Georgia. Georgia on the tap in tonight. Major salute. You know who I am. I'm the host, Mikey T, the movie star. We got Long Island in the building. Major salute, man. Got a lot of homies in Long Island, a lot of friends in Long Island. Pinion Hills, California up in here. What up, Joey? What's happening with you, Joey? You know, I appreciate you tapping in, man. Everybody share this video. Everybody roll up. I hope y'all are getting rolled up right now. I'm on the Ricky Rose strain, finishing up that last eighth I had. Let me get plugged in. I'm sorry, guys. Let me get my computers plugged in. Let me make sure everything is situated. Evergreen. We got my brother Evergreen in the building. We got New York in the building. I want you guys to know I sent out feelers. I sent out feelers to Hassan Campbell. I sent out feelers to Hassan Campbell to join the show tonight. There's a lot of bloggers out there talking about Hassan, a lot of media outlets talking about Hassan. I think we can tell his story best on this channel. But, you know, I'm going to have my eyes on the chat tonight. We got a lot of news to talk about. Akademiks himself, DJ Akademiks, has confirmed. He has confirmed that Wack 100 told him these stories as well. He confirmed it, and he did not divulge it. He did not spill the beans, if you will. Akademiks had a conversation with Hassan Campbell that we're going to go over today, you guys. You know, I appreciate everybody tapping in, everybody showing love to the channel, whether it's a super chat like my guy Evergreen. Major salute to Evergreen, man. That is my guy right there. Appreciate you for tapping in. We got New York in the building tonight, setting it off right with the $10 super chat, taking the platform to the next level. That's right, brother. You know, I appreciate you, man. You know you're appreciated. You are appreciated. What was that song? What was that song that went, "You are appreciated"? That was a Tupac joint, wasn't it? Santa Fe, New Mexico's in here. We're just getting started, you guys. Where are y'all from? I want to know, where's everybody from? What y'all smoking on? Are you ready for the news tonight? Are you ready to keep it real tonight with the news that we've got to cover? An exclusive conversation with Akademiks and Hassan. Wack 100 even being brought into the conversation. Shit was lit. Shit was real live, you guys, and we're going over it all tonight. We got Kat in the building. Major salute. Lee Murray. We got South Central Los Angeles, South Central LA. We got South Central LA in the building, California in the building. Major salute to California. Joey Flake says it's all gravy, baby. Salute to you, man. I need everybody in here to share this video. Let's get the numbers up on this joint. We got 95 people in here. Let's get over 100 people in here, you guys. Let's turn this bitch up, y'all. I know there's a lot of different people from a lot of different cities, a lot of different states tuning in, wanting to get into the mix. We might have several special guests tonight. You never know. Jason Waters is in the building. Major salute. Major salute. Ricky Moore says, dog smoking like my name was Nader Snoop. Dog smoking like my name was Nader Snoop. Yeah, man. Two of the best in the game right there. Rest in peace to Nate Dogg, man. Influenced me, you know what I mean, to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? I had it in the chat the other day. The Ain't No Fun record with Corrupt. Evergreen says Hassan is the bro. Major salute to Hassan Campbell. You know what I mean? It would be an absolute honor to have him on the channel in the future. You know what I mean? I know he's got a lot of rough shit going on right now. I know he's got a lot of controversy going around what he's doing right now. And honestly, I'm a bit shocked that they all popped up in a conversation that we're going to go over tonight. You know what I mean? I'm a little bit shocked that Hassan, Wack, and Academics actually had this conversation. You know what I mean? Let's be real. Let's be real about this right here. You know, Hassan and Academics, sure, I could see that conversation happening, but all three of them together, Dear Mama, yep. Dear Mama, Bottom Theory TV, major salute. VA, DMV in here. We got the DMV. We got Georgia in here. Okay, Brownsville. We got Brownsville, New York. Brownsville, Brooklyn up in here tonight. Make sure you know Mikey T. Make sure you let Brownsville know that Mikey T sends his respect to the city, man. Brownsville, that's right. Knew a couple cats out in Brownsville, plus a couple artists, you know what I mean? 617, we got the 617 tapping in tonight. Hell yeah, major salute to the 617. Philly's in the building. Philly's in the building tonight. Bronx, New York. Bronx, New York, major salute. Hell yeah. Major salute. Bobby Digital. Philly's in here. What's good? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. We're just getting started. Chase Moolah, $9.99 super chat. That's my guy right there. That's my guy right there with the $9.99 super chat. We got some shit to talk about, man. You know what I mean? We got some shit to talk about because this group of bloggers, I guess you could say, this group of bloggers have reunited a little bit quicker than I thought they would have. Wow, look at that. This is what Rick Rose is offering to us, man. He's offering us some good-ass chronic, man. That is a nice bud. I'm ready to smoke me some all-time high on the stream. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to smoke a little bit of all-time high before we get things going, as everybody's tapping in, as only I can do. Rolling up before the stream. We're getting some shit propping, though. We got Trinidad in the building. Major salute to my long-lost brother, Bangum Smurf. Major salute to my long-lost brother, Bangum Smurf. I doubt he's hearing this, but respect to that man right there. Mikey T, you got to pull up to Tampa. Mikey T, you got to pull up to Tampa. Hell yeah, man. Tampa, that's what's up. Actually, I've been thinking about moving back to Florida. You know what I mean? I've been thinking about a couple things like that. You know what I mean? Florida is where it's at, but also another thought in my mind, not to take away from what we're doing. I know we got a lot to address tonight on the podcast, but I've also been thinking about moving out to Cali. You know what I mean? I've also been thinking about moving out to Cali and just expanding. You know what I'm saying? That's honestly something I've been thinking about doing. Sharif says, is Gilly and Wallow still stand-up guys? Yeah, of course. Gilly and Wallow still stand-up guys. There was never actually a point where they were not stand-up guys. You know what I mean? I've never seen a couple dudes actually, you know what I mean? A couple dudes actually come from the bottom and actually make it all the way to the top. You know what I mean? These guys are literally at a point in time where they run the music industry right now when it comes to new releases. That's why Gilly and Wiz were going at it so freely. You know what I mean? If you look at Gilly's latest guests and you look at Wiz Khalifa, where his career is, and this is no disrespect to Wiz because he's he's a legend in his degree to his extent. You know what I mean? Wiz Khalifa music and Wiz Khalifa shows are going to be played and heard for, the next few decades. He's going to be making money off of music for all this time. But Gilly has the new class of rappers on his show. Gilly has Kodak Black. Gilly has, rest in peace, King Von. Gilly has Lil Durk. You know what I mean? These guys are a little bit more new school than Wiz. And I just wanted to kind of point that out. You know what I'm saying? Risk Taker TV says, I moved to LA from CT 7 months ago. Come here, bro. You'll love it. I just haven't put all the plays together to actually, make all that happen. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like comfortable where I am. And that's never the best. You know what I mean? When you're just so comfortable where you're at, you know what I mean? Waking up, doing your thing, ABC type shit. In California, I just know I could be making all types of moves where I could be conversating with different people every single day on the channel. You know what I'm saying? Having different interviews every single day on the channel. You know what I mean? John Biz asks, John, you're going to have to ask this question in a super chat, and I'm just being real. Some questions that don't actually pertain to the topic, it's better if you guys actually ask in a super chat, man. You know what I mean? It's better if you ask in a super chat because it doesn't actually pertain to the topic and it takes us away from what we're here to talk about tonight. And that's actually, the big dilemma of Hassan potentially losing his YouTube page, I guess. Wack 100 addressed the rumors of the police or the attorneys being involved in this case. It's a very big thing right here, you guys. Wack 100 actually addressed it. He's been addressing quite a bit, though. He's been addressing quite a bit on Clubhouse, and it's got to make me think, or it's definitely making me think. I'm sure it's making all of you think out there. Why is Wack not addressing these topics on his own podcast? Why is Wack still going out to Clubhouse and giving away all of this content? Why is Wack not taking advantage, clear advantage of all the headlines he could be making with the 100 show episode 2, episode 3 pertaining to, the first episode would be pertaining to the Hassan beef. The second episode would be pertaining to what he said about Nipsey Hussle. The third episode would be pertaining to, or the fourth episode would be pertaining to what happened with Big U. There's so many different topics that Wack could be touching on from his own podcast, but I don't really think he has the right people around him to direct him. And that's why he sort of needed Hassan. He needed Hassan in this, man. Share this video, man. We're talking real facts tonight. We're talking real facts tonight. We're talking about it all, man. Akademiks co-signed pretty much what Hassan Campbell has brought to the table. Wack 100 had run his mouth to Akademiks at another point in time, telling Akademiks about Nipsey Hussle, telling him about the questionable situations that are going on. That's right, you guys. We're talking about this shit straight up tonight, man. Share this video, man. Share this video. We're live tonight. Jeremy Xavier says the Clubhouse is audio, not visual. Exactly. And it's exactly why Wack 100, when he's on Clubhouse, should have a camera pointed right in front of him. A camera pointed right in front of him to record everything for himself. But my major issue is that he's giving away all of his topics. What up, Salt7? Appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate everybody for sharing this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscription and make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss one of my live videos. I'm bringing a lot of sense and a lot of logic to the game, y'all. And and it's just as Wallow says, it's just like that. That's what we're doing here, you guys. Share this video. We just tipped 200 people, and we have not even really got started yet. We're still at the introduction phase. We're still on the introduction phase of this video. What's good, Truth Hurts TV? Major salute to Truth Hurts for tapping in. Chase Moolah said SV Twiz. That's my guy right there. He said SV Twiz said it yesterday. Wack just like to do the get back thing, which is lame. He really don't want to talk about shit on his podcast. That's right, the get back thing. They made me look like a fool. They bring it back to when Gilly the Kid actually had Suge Knight on his show, and Gilly couldn't help but ask the question to Suge about Wack. He couldn't help to ask the question that everybody has been kind of joking about, Wack being the driver. You know what I mean? Wack actually being the driver, Suge's right-hand man that would just keep his mouth shut. You know what I mean? These are all the rumors. You know what I'm saying? These are actually all the rumors that have been going out there about Wack 100's relationship with Suge Knight, you guys. But yeah, let me get this story up right here. I'm trying to promote this video. I need everybody in here to share this video. You heard? Share this video, you guys. Make sure you support the channel. Let me see. There we go. And I'm about to post this on the gram. That's pretty much all you got to do to share this video. Post it on your Facebook. Share it with your Facebook friends, you guys. Also, you could share it on your Instagram story. Share it on your Twitter newsfeed. Sorry, you guys. I'm just doing a little late promotion. Just doing a little late promotion right now. Need everybody to share this video, though. Need everybody to show some love. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Let's see. That's right. We got 240 people up in here. 240 people up in here. Appreciate everybody for sharing this video. Major salute to the Chop Shot. Okay, my man Ricky Moore says he's trying to get his girlfriend to watch Mikey T because she loves hip hop. That's what's up, man. RPA, major salute. The squad channel's in the building. Sorry, y'all. I'm just doing a little promotion. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. And there we go. But like I said, I got an open forum tonight. Definitely hoping we'll get a couple people to tap in. Definitely hoping we'll get a couple people to tap in. About to send this video out actually to my dude. I'm about to send this video out actually to my dude who's a close friend of Hassan Campbell, you guys. Actually trying to get Hassan to come through the live. So I'm going to post the link. I don't know if he's going to tap in, but I'm going to have our moderator actually post it up and shit. Let me see. Where's my boy right here? Nope, wrong number. Sorry, you guys. Hassan is funny. He called Wack the agent on Snowfall. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. He called him the agent on Snowfall. My boy Ryan B, my boy RBH was actually just telling me I got to check out Snowfall. That's actually what he was just telling me. What's good? What's good? We got Brian. Brian, I appreciate you for subbing to the channel. Anybody really who subs to the channel, man, that's love. All new subscribers. Anybody on here? If anybody on here is not subscribed, make sure you do. There we go. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I got this link out to the people who needed it. I just wanted to make sure I got this link out to the people who needed it. Excuse me. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're going to 100K subscribers, you guys. Then I'm going to get the YouTube plaque and hang that shit up. Major salute, Salt. Major salute for you tapping in, Salt. Let's get into it, man, because Wack 100 actually came in on a conversation with Academics and Hassan Campbell. But before Wack 100 got involved with the conversation, there was a lot that was broken down. And when I want to go over that, man, because Academics said about the interview on his podcast, he said that he was trying to read the energy a little bit. You know, he was trying to get his he's trying to see, he think the interpretation is, he said that you said 6ix9ine went down a route. And my job here is to make sure that you don't go down the same route, and make sure that you don't go down the same route, and make sure you don't bring the other kids down that route with you. Now, Hassan's message was obviously clear to Academics. You know what I mean? When Academics had originally brought Wack 100 to interview 6ix9ine a few months ago, you know what I mean? And it turned the internet upside down. It was clear Wack 100's intentions were to make 6ix9ine realize he was nothing more than a civilian. In reality, he was never what they had implied he was. He's never what Shoddy tried to make him out to be. I need everybody to share this video. Let's get 300 people in here, you guys. Let's get 300 people up in here, man. Let's go. Sometimes some things you don't need to talk about. Some situations you just leave them in the dust, you guys. But this situation right here, it's something that everybody's talking about. And that's why Academics was actually having Hassan on the channel. If anybody, you know what I mean? If anybody, why wouldn't it be Academics? I want to throw my name into that hat, though. I think Hassan Campbell should tap in here. I think he should tap in here. I know there's a lot of bloggers out there. I know there's a lot of people on YouTube out there, but I think Hassan Campbell should tap in on my channel, and we should get the full story here, the unbiased full story, a story that's not coming from somebody actually involved with the situation. Right now, Academics can have each of these individuals on his channel as many times as he wants. But the fact won't change. Academics was involved in that interview. Academics was involved in that situation. So that's why we need to bring it to a real third party. Somebody that can ask questions that won't be thought of, you know what I mean? Somebody that can ask questions that aren't going to be what everybody else is asking. You know what I mean? They're not going to be the same biased questions. Let's bring that to the table. So I'm going to post that shit up. That glow up reel. Yeah, you already know. We're going. We're going. Everybody keep sharing this video. Yup. This needs to be addressed. And I'm inviting Hassan Campbell to my channel to actually address this situation. But let's get into it here, man. Because academics clearly realized where Hassan was coming from. Hassan wanted to make sure that 6ix9ine wasn't leading these guys down the same path that he led the original Treyway members. It's cool. You've got money. You know what I mean? It's cool. You can take care of guys in the here, in the now. But Hassan brought the question to the table. What is going to happen when these dudes go back to Brooklyn? What's going to happen when these dudes got to go back to Brooklyn and they're being faced and they're facing off with other guys that are not in the same set? They're facing off with other guys that are not in the same belief. The guys that 6ix9ine left in the dust, if we're going to use that terminology. The guys who are still riding back to Brooklyn, who are like, yo, anybody that's endorsing him, we're going to run up wherever you film and we're going to write rat lover, rat loving city, whatever they ended up spray painting all over where 6ix9ine ended up shooting a video, you guys. A lot of people are salty about this situation. And that's why that conversation about Ish is playing into this so much. There's a lot of people that were not in the forefront of the situation with the Treyway Entertainment that were getting taken care of, that are no longer getting taken care of because a few people got greedy. And that is the truth of the matter, you guys. In the Treyway situation, a few people at the top got greedy. You know what I mean? And that's usually how it goes with these big companies. It's usually the guys at the top who get the biggest bonuses. You know what I mean? It's usually the people at the bottom who are left bitching and complaining about what's going on. And that's just the fact of the matter. And that's what we see going on now. You know what I mean? You don't usually hear about people like what's going on with Ish's situation. And you certainly don't see a blogger like a guy like Hassan, who's actually commanding a certain amount of attention, go up to that situation with 6ix9ine and bring it to the table, even though 6ix9ine's new manager deaded it. You know what I mean? Just because Wack deaded the situation, just because Wack actually deaded the situation, you guys, it didn't intimidate Hassan from actually bringing it to the table. You know, anything could have happened there. We've seen crazier things happen in interviews, you guys. We've seen crazier things happen in interviews, you guys. You know what I mean? So let's be 100% real. With this whole situation, 6ix9ine could have did anything. 6ix9ine could have actually just handed the man $50,000 to bring back the Ish. Good point, Omar. Appreciate you for tapping in. My guy, that link that I posted, just so you guys know, the link that I posted is only for Hassan Campbell. If Hassan wants to tap in tonight, I'm letting him know. I'd like him to tap in. That would be dope. Let me see. Trying to find my guys. Let me see if my guy has seen that DM yet. Yep, we'll let him share this video. Let's get 500 people in here. Let's get 500 people in here, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. So let's get into this shit. What's good, Kosovo? So let's share this video. Let's get 500 people in here, you guys. Let's make Hassan Campbell come in this video. Let's make Hassan Campbell come in this video, you guys. Share this joint right here. What's poppin', James? Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Dev, Big Dog, what's popping? You know what I'm saying? Everybody, if you want to send in questions, hit that super chat. It's all love. Whatever you send, a couple dollars, $2, $5, $10, it's all love, just so you know. So Act continued. Act went on. I don't know if that's the moment that Wack is like, this dude is talking bullshit. The dude is a rapper. Let him do what a rapper does in terms of getting attention. I think in Wack's mind, he was throwing subs. Akademiks literally said this. Akademiks said in his mind, Wack, not Wackademics, that'd be their podcast, but Wack actually said these things with the intention of them being subs, you guys. Akademiks believes that. Somebody that has actually sat with Wack many more times than Hassan has. So this is him literally telling him that Zoom to Zoom interview. You know what I mean? This is the first conversation presented live between these two men. But Ack was pretty much talking about the moment that Wack is like, this dude is talking bullshit when it came to him bringing up Ish. The dude is a rapper. Let him do what a rapper does in terms of getting attention. Maybe that wasn't in terms of Ish, but in terms of getting attention with everything 6ix9ine was doing, making a mockery, running around, throwing money up, running around talking about Little Dirk's homies and all that type of shit, you know, extending beef to places where it really didn't need to be. You know what I mean? This is something that the people loved him for. You know what I mean? It's honestly what the people tuned in and gave him millions of views on Instagram for. The fact that he would go on there and say something about your favorite rapper or your favorite rapper from 5 years ago, whatever the situation is. You know what I mean? Hassan came back. Oh, hold on one second. Act continued. He went on. I think in Wack's mind, he was throwing shots, subs. I didn't think it was aggressive. So right there, the big question is answered from Ack as well about, was this conversation aggressive? Were they getting a little bit too aggressive on the set? Academics said, I didn't think it was aggressive. I didn't think it was aggressive. But I think he was looking at it like, nah, I'm shutting you down, which isn't a normal thing to do in a debate. That's what you do in a debate. When you're having a conversation with somebody where you're trying to prove your point, you shut them down. You know what I mean? Hassan actually went on to bring up a couple different instances when he actually pulled, he pulled at Wack 100, where Wack 100 didn't do a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? At one point, Wack was talking about calling the man a buster, but he didn't do a thing. You know what I mean? Because of the way that they were in tune during this interview. It's like they were almost cool. You know what I mean? That's why when Gilly and Wallow came up on the first podcast that they shot and shit, anytime Wack goes and links with Gilly and Wallow, it's always a joke and matter. It's always like they're doing their best comedy show impression or something like that. Major salute to everybody tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss one of my videos, you guys. Fly Smitty says, Hassan doesn't even know you. Well, to be honest with you, Fly Smitty, I don't know you, but to be honest with you and everybody out there wondering, I don't know if you guys heard this, but I was in Miami on Halloween, and I actually ran into one of Hassan Campbell's homies by the name of AB. AB actually saw me at what's it called? What's the spot called with all the frozen drinks? It has all the frozen drinks in on South Beach. I'm missing the name of it right now. You go there, you get the frozen drinks, you get like the call a cab, you know what I mean? It has all them dope drinks. I'm missing the title of it now, but he seen me there with my boy, my top dog and shit, and he sent us over a few drinks. And then I went over and hollered at him. He's like, yo, man, yo, you're Mikey T, the movie star. I'm like, yeah, Wet Willie's, Jeremy. It's called Wet Willie's. So he's seen us there kicking it at Wet Willie's. This is one of Hassan's homies. And he's like, yo, Mikey T, bro, I be seeing your blogs on YouTube and shit like that, man. I just wanted to show you some love. So we had a couple drinks. Just so happened, you guys, just so happened, you guys, just so happened, you guys, Hassan Campbell called AB in the next few minutes. Hassan Campbell and me spoke on the phone. AB put me on the phone with Hassan Campbell for a few minutes. So I was actually able to speak to Hassan, and I was like, yo, my name is Mikey T, the movie star. I've been doing interviews for quite some time. I don't know if you've seen some of my recent content, but we've been representing for AR Rab since he got locked up. I gave him a little information about me. So I did tell Hassan a few things about myself over the phone when I had the chance to meet AB. And major salute to my guy, AB, right there. Yeah, we was at Wet Willie's in Miami. It's funny, that same day I actually met Kodak Black at Circle House Studios. I was just talking to my boy today, my boy Iceberg. He's the moderator of the chat. And I was like, yo, that's crazy how in that same day, you know what I mean? How in that same day I actually met Kodak Black when I was at Circle House hanging out with my guy BB. And then the very next day, or not the very next day, the very same day, I actually was at Wet Willie's and got to talk to Hassan Campbell. Shit was lit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. The shit was lit, man. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for tapping in this video. Make sure you guys share this video. Make sure you guys share this video, you guys. Let me see. I'm about to send. I need to get my brother China Mac in tune. I mean, appreciate everybody. Share this video, y'all. Chase Moolah says Hassan knew what Wack was trying to play him, and he stood his ground 100%. 100%. He knew he was trying to play him, and he stood his ground. I agree with you 100%. You know, he actually played it right. He actually played that shit right. The way that he actually did it by beating them to the punch. He made sure that he had something so that they couldn't leave him with nothing. Because most of the time, my bad, y'all. Just sending this to get my brother Gilly the Kid. Be awesome if Gilly the Kid could tap in tonight. Yeah, China Mac. I've done a couple interviews with China Mac as well. China Mac is my dog. China Mac is my dog on some real shit. That's my guy right there. But let's get back into this here. So Akademiks had said, let's share this video. Let's get 600 people in here, you guys. Let's go. Let's show them how much we can take over the internet, you guys. This shit belongs to us, you guys. At the top, it's just us. Let's go. Share this video. Share this video. So Ack continued. Like I said, he said, Wack was looking at the situation like, I'm shutting you down. Hassan came back. You even said that Hassan is the wild card at that one point in the interview when Wack had said, make sure you don't delete, make sure you don't edit anything from this interview. Akademiks replied and said, Wack, you don't need to worry about us editing out any of your shit. You're cool. You're cool. In all honesty, the situation is now Hassan Campbell. The situation is Hassan Campbell, you guys. Hassan is the wild card. Hassan is the one who may say something that shakes up the internet. And you know what? Wack, you know what? Akademiks was right. Akademiks was 100% right. Because look what Hassan has done, you guys. Look what he's done, y'all. Hassan Campbell has literally turned the internet upside down, you guys. He turned the internet upside down in just a few short days. This man came in and turned Wack 100's life all the way upside down, in my opinion, you guys. I'm going to put up a poll, man. I'm going to put up a poll right now. We do polls in here. Guys, I'm asking you in a poll right now. Did Hassan Campbell shut down Wack 100? Did he shut up? Did he shut down Wack 100, you guys? I want to know, what do y'all got to say in the live? Vote in the poll right now. Make sure you share this video. Let's get up to 600 people. We're about to tip the scale right now. Let me see. I'm trying to find my bro. I'm trying to find my bro, actually, so I could... No, this shit ain't right. That shit ain't right. Yo, Salt, appreciate you for tapping in. Anybody watching this video that's not subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. You heard? Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel right now. I want everybody to vote in the poll right now too, you guys. Okay, there we go. I just got the link to the person I needed to get it to. Just sought the video link to who I need to send it to. Share this video, everybody. We got the 504 in here tonight. Major salute to the 504 tapping in. Got love for the 504. Damn, bro. Some people just like, I don't understand how some people can come on YouTube and comment certain things. It's kind of weird how some people would say certain things on the internet. You know, people remember that forever, you guys. Like when you type out certain things on the internet. So listen, Hassan came back and spoke about how Akademiks had called him the wild card. You even said Hassan is the wild card. Then you said Hassan is going to be the greatest YouTuber ever. And I was kind of going off about this. You know what I mean? I was kind of going off about this, you guys, because I'm like, damn, that's hella credit to be giving Hassan Campbell. And I'll say it too. I've said it before. Hassan, yeah, leader of the YouTube revolution, 100%. Hassan Campbell is the leader of the revolution, you guys. I agree with that, man. I agree with that shit. But Academics, when this quote was brought to Academics, he actually had something else to say. Academics actually had something else to say. He had a little bit something else to say about this situation. Academics was like, and I don't know if I said that. Academics was kind of like, I don't know if I said that. So, you know what I'm saying? In all honesty, that might be being taken out of consideration because I think Academics considers himself to be the greatest YouTuber. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I don't actually know why Academics would be running around calling somebody else the greatest YouTuber when they're legitimately in the same, they're in the same generation. You know what I mean? They're literally in the same generation. They are competing for the top YouTube blogger. Now, if Academics pulls some cool ass shit like Jay-Z did and eventually pulled a partnership with Nas, that would be dope. You know what I mean? That would actually be dope. Yep. 2216 says wild card, a person or thing whose influence is unpredictable or whose qualities are uncertain. That's right. They had Hassan Campbell on the show, Academics podcast. He was there with a whole lot of uncertain qualities, uncertain objectives, coming out of that with something that was arguably bigger. I'm sorry, is George, is that guy anything? Is that guy like a big YouTuber or something? Hold on one second. Uh, if that's a big YouTube, I'll go back and forth with him, but he's probably not a big YouTube, to be honest with you. Let me see. Let me take a look. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, sorry, bro. I don't know if you're on my level, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Don't know if you're on my level, bro. Sorry, bro. Don't know if you're on my level, bro. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. Don't know if you interviewed Lil Wayne. Did you ever been to Rick Ross's house? Diddy's house? You ever been to a nightclub in DJ Khaled section? Future section? You ever had a conversation with Mike Will Made It, a multi-platinum producer who told you he knew about your work? But anyways, let's move on from that. But let's move on with that. But yo, if you want to collaborate in the future, if that's what this really is about, man, hit me on the DM. Hit me on the DM, bro. Ahmed, too official. But hold on one second. Yeah, please make a video about me. Make a video about me, bro. Maybe he could tap in. Maybe he could tap in. Is it the official guy? Maybe you could tap in and keep it cordial, actually. Let me see what he. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, I actually know about that guy. My bad, Milk. I didn't mean to disrespect you, man. I actually have seen a couple things that you've done. I actually saw a couple things that you did, man. Don't know why you're hating, though. Let's network, man. But, anyways, let's get back to the topic. Sometimes, when you actually be doing grinding so much, you don't actually see a lot of the other people's content. But I actually definitely saw a dude on No Jumper before. All right. So, anyways, oh, I didn't know you were showing love, man. I didn't know you were actually showing love then. Appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I saw your joint, I saw the picture, the thumbnail and all that. Ricky Moore says, yeah, Milk is interesting. Yeah, I saw his joint on No Jumper and shit like that. It's dope that he's actually in the room. Yeah, I seen that shit. 504 all day. What up, legal bands? Appreciate you for tapping in. Ran, appreciate you, man. Subscribe to the channel. Definitely appreciate that. Hell yeah. But let's get back to the topic, man, because there's a whole lot more to address here, especially considering Hassan Campbell was talking about the idea of a podcast, right? The idea of a podcast with actually doing it with I don't know if it was going to be on Academics Network, but it was a podcast idea that was being thrown around with Hassan Campbell and Wack 100. So Hassan Campbell went on. He didn't like the glow that I had in the room because I outshined him. Wack in his ego feels like he's bigger than me. He has a YouTube page and I have a YouTube page. Video for video. I would get him, even with his celebrity guests. Nobody wants to hear Wack talk by himself or with Reek. Now, this isn't a shot to Reek because Reek, I'm just simply reading what Hassan Campbell said. You know, Reek has actually come on the channel a few times, but Hassan is pretty much taking a shot at Reek being his co-host. You know, when you look at Wack 100, you would expect him to have a more celebrity co-host. You know what I mean? You would actually expect him to be up there with somebody of a little bit more substance, somebody that we actually know as the general public, somebody like, let's say, Milk. You know what I mean? You would expect him to be up there with somebody that the general public actually recognizes when they turn on their YouTube channel and they see the two guys sitting there. You at least want to recognize the co-host that you're listening to report the news. That's what was going on with this whole situation. Look at AD and China Mac going through it. Look at that whole situation. Adam 22 worked for a number of years, or was it years? It seemed like some time, and he was building up AD's name to the point now where AD's name is holding a certain amount of weight. You know what I mean? It's holding a certain amount of weight. He's coming up with different ideas. He obviously wants to start the new cooking show or the food show, the style of eating show that we've all seen China Mac do. We've seen Nori do it. But it's like No Jumper said, there's a million food shows out there. You know what I mean? If I want to go out and show y'all how Mikey T eats, that's what we're going to call it. Mikey T eats. No debate. Mikey T, a legend, man. Free the real, keep the rest. I appreciate you for tapping in. I appreciate everybody for tapping in tonight. Major salute. All for one Jersey. Appreciate you for tapping in, bro. I'm in Connecticut. Major salute, bro. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, Milk? I don't just be reading negative comments about people. One of my guys already said he subscribed to you. People in here hating, saying whatever. I don't be doing that type of shit, man. I like to keep it positive on my channel. So like I said, the door's open. If you follow me on Instagram, I would like to do some networking, man. We could definitely do some networking. Crip Mac, Bobby Digital, one of my subscribers. Appreciate you, brother. Everybody share this video. Let's share this video. I need 600 live people in here, man. We need 600 live people in here. Let's go. Let's go. Crip Mac was on live yesterday saying Wack better not step foot in his hood again. Mark, appreciate you for tapping in, bro. Duran says, in regard to the poll, I need everybody to vote in the poll, y'all. Did Hassan Campbell shut down Wack 100? Did he shut him down? Vote in the poll. Duran says, that's not going to shut down Wack. He been saying any and everything. Wack been saying whatever about whoever. Hassan played himself. talking too much after played his cards wrong. Now he put himself, my bad, the rest of the comment went out. Yo, bro. So let me see. That's not going to shut Wack down. He been saying any and everything. Wack been saying whatever about whoever. Hassan played himself talking too much. Well, right now, to be honest with you, Duran, Hassan playing himself talking too much, I don't think is the case. Right now, in all honesty, the people can't get enough of Hassan Campbell talking. It's evident when he taps in and he has 17,000 live viewers. You know what I mean? It's pretty evident. AS answering the poll. If you guys haven't voted in the poll, vote in the poll right now. We only got 250 votes in the poll, so we have room for another 250, you guys. And AS said, and I'm the guy who interacts with the chat, man. This is the people's channel, you guys. It's not like the other YouTube channels. This is the people's channel. So I interact with y'all. So don't be afraid to vote in the poll. Don't be afraid to tell your friends you're watching Mikey T, the movie star. AS voted in the poll. AS said Hassan definitely slowed Wack down. Hassan definitely slowed Wack down. Hassan definitely slowed him down. Major salute to everybody for tapping in. I dropped a new interview today, you guys. I'm going to pin it up in the chat. It's actually Bizarre speaking on meeting Eminem for the first time when he was battling. That's right, you guys. Bizarre spoke on meeting Eminem battling. He also spoke on Proof putting together D12 before they all signed to Shady Records. I'm going to pin it in the chat right now so everybody can go check it out. You know, I appreciate everybody taking a look at my work, dropping a comment. Everybody who drops a comment on that video, I'm going to go and follow your YouTube page, though, on the reel. Oh. The people says, yeah, Hassan is winning. Hood Robin was popping, man. Baby Suge, Tyson Garcia was popping with you. Share this video, everybody. Let's go. We got some dope news here that we're reporting on. Academics actually got Wack 100, and you wouldn't believe it, you guys. Actually got Wack 100 and Hassan on the same joint. Even though everything's going around, all the rumors about Hassan's YouTube page being taken, Academics still was able to get them on the live, y'all. He was actually able to still get them on the live and talking, man. And it's pretty crazy, man. And that's why I wanted to go over it tonight. Man. So Hassan addressed the podcast. Actually, never mind. We got to rewind it back there. Hassan had said he didn't like the glow I had in the room because I outshined him. Yeah, if you watch the interview, it's a lot more Hassan Campbell than it is Wack 100. He said I outshined him. Wack in his ego feels like he's bigger than me. He has a YouTube page. I have a YouTube page. Wack has a YouTube page, you guys. I wasn't really familiar with Wack having a YouTube page, man. Major salute, Channel 1000. Major salute. I'm going to follow everybody back that comments on the Bizarre interview. And I'm not just talking about on Instagram, you guys. I'm going to literally follow your YouTube page back. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not that easy just to follow back YouTube pages because you can't really get on them. So everybody that comments on the Bizarre interview, I'm going to follow back your YouTube page, man. Yeah, random. I love that Bluetooth that Hassan Campbell has it. You know what I mean? If we were in another era, you know what I'm saying? Like when China Mac actually had that joint on the Vlad interview. If we were in the another era, you guys, I would definitely 100% be rocking the Bluetooth in my ear. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely be rocking the Bluetooth in my ear. Everybody share this video. Let them know the hottest podcaster, the hottest YouTuber. The hottest YouTuber is here doing this shit. The YouTuber that I remember that one time I was at Rick Ross's house. I remember that one time I was at Rick Ross's house and he was walking down. We were both walking outside. He lit a blunt. I lit a blunt. I was like, I'm the guy who's rocking with Bang 'em Smurf when you was going against 50 Cent. But he had known me from other shit than that too. Also, you guys, I've done a few things that other guys haven't. You know what I mean? I've done a few things that other podcasters haven't, y'all. I've actually linked up with a lot of the guys that we're talking about.
Lil Durk on rock with Mikey T, the movie star. You already know you rockin', man. 300. Lil Durk on rock with Mikey T, the movie star. You already know you rockin', man. 300. Lil Durk on rock with Mikey T, the movie star. You already know you rockin', man. 300.
Who is this dude? I'm the blogger who's got drops from Lil Durk. None of the other bloggers out there that are talking about this shit have drops from Lil Durk, drops from Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? So let's be real. When you're asking yourself, who is this guy? This is Mikey T, the movie star. I come to this shit with a whole lot of credibility. I'm the guy who's interviewed Lil Durk. All the other bloggers are just talking about him. You know what I'm saying? All the other bloggers are talking about Chief Keef. I've met Chief Keef. You know what I mean? All the other bloggers are talking about Young Dolph. I've spoken, interviewed Young Dolph on multiple occasions. Like, come on. Let's be real about this shit. Let's be 100% real. It ain't clout chasing. It's reality. Because I'm coming on here and I'm speaking to the people and I'm speaking to everybody out there and I've got a reason to be. That's why a lot of other podcasts get no traction. You know what I'm saying? A lot of other podcasts get no traction because they really got no actual reason to be here actually reporting and shit. But anyways, let's get back into the news, y'all. So Hassan actually was dissing the hell out of Wack 100's podcast. He said, he has a YouTube, I have a YouTube. Video for video, I would get him, even with celebrity guests. Nobody wants to hear Wack talk by himself or with Reek. He can't F with me, so his ego is starting to kick in. He can't F with me, so his ego is starting to kick in. And I think that's pretty obvious. You know what I mean? Because even with the celebrity guests, he's doing the same numbers. I mean, Hassan Campbell is pushing 200,000 views a video right now, 195,000 views in a short afternoon on a video. Wack 100's podcast has been out for a whole month. The audio is insanely horrible, and the views are only at like 500,000. You know, the last time I checked, it was about 534,000. So Hassan is right. When it comes to video for video, Wack can't mess with him. Wack can't mess with Hassan. Maybe he can yell him or mute him out of a clubhouse. You know what I mean? Maybe he can, get all the different clubhouse owners to mute him out of conversations or not put him up on the board. You know what I mean? But in YouTube, it's going to be a far different story when we compare Hassan Campbell and Wack 100. Look what he says here. Nobody wants to hear Wack 100 talk by himself. Wack could get his talk game up on his own. Wack could come on here and talk to the people for 2.5 hours on his own. I'm sure he could. But it's going to take some time. It's going to take some real consideration to actually do that. You don't just jump on the joint. When you hear Wack talking, sometimes it's very short-winded. Other times he'll get it going for a couple minutes. But just because you can get talking for a good 2 minutes, just because you can talk for a good little 2 minutes, this shit ain't about the sprint, you guys. This shit is not about the sprint. This shit is about the This shit is not about the sprint. This shit is about it's about the mile. You know what I mean? Mike G pointing out the simple fact that Wack is a manager first, not a YouTuber. And we all saw that play out. We all saw him get his early beginning YouTubing to a certain extent on the DJ K Slay podcast. You know what I mean? The DJ Slay show. We saw Wack 100 on the show a time or two, and it eventually they had that huge argument and shit like that. But that's when Wack really started to get his feet wet. You know, I think Wack just kind of realized in order to have a buzz, when it comes to being somebody's manager, you know what I mean? In order to have a buzz when it comes to being somebody's manager, you actually got to have a buzz yourself. You've actually got to have people. 99th Goat said, would you interview Wack, Mikey T? If Wack wanted to come on the channel, if Wack wanted to jump on here right now, I would not stop him from jumping on here. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do that. I'm not that type of dude. You're talking to the guy that actually interviewed Yo Gotti, and I interviewed Young Dolph. You know what I mean? I filmed Chief Keef in Miami, and I also filmed Little Durk in Miami. Were they in Miami at the same time? No. Why weren't they in Miami at the same time? Everybody has their speculation. But all I'm saying is when you do stuff, when you interview people, like I was interviewing Domination and Bangum Smurf, it didn't mean I wasn't going to go to the G Unit offices. You don't shut down opportunity, you guys. That's one thing you don't do in this game, especially when you're somebody who prescribes the streets what they need. You know what I'm saying? I got some of the dopest interviews in the game. That's why I want Hassan Campbell to come on my channel. That's why I want Wack 100 to come on my channel. One time I was graced by the legend Jojo Capone. I was graced by the legend Jojo Capone. You know what I'm saying? I just do some of the, I'm really proud of the interviews I do, and I would love the opportunity to talk with both of those guys, man. They've got amazing stories. You know what I mean? They both have amazing stories. Ayan says he stays in his room and he stays in my rooms on Clubhouse. What up, Ayan? Appreciate you for tapping in. Hell yeah. Tyson. Yeah, I remember interviewing Charles Hamilton. Yep. I actually just interviewed one of his homies too. One of his top homies named Chimps. Yeah, that's my guy right there. I'm apologizing to Bangum Smurf right now. This is my public apology to Bangum Smurf. Smurf, come back on the channel, man. Let's talk it out. You know what I'm saying? I do apologize for saying Ty's music was trash. That was not true. I didn't feel that way. I said that shit because we were going through our bullshit. And I said your son's music was trash. That was whack because Ty's music isn't trash. And I'm not afraid to say that. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid to say that shit. You know, I'm not afraid to stand on, you know, my mistakes. You know what I mean? And realize my mistakes and shit like that. So let's be honest. Let's be honest about that. Smurf is the dude. Oh, now you're just trying to get disrespectful with it. Send in a super chat, bro. Yep. Tyson, but Bangum said some shit too. He needs to apologize too. I don't know if we'll ever get to that point, man. Major salute to China Mac. That's my bro right there. I never met AD. I never met Adam 22. You know what I mean? None of them ever really reached out. Yeah, man. People do be getting goofy on the internet. My bad, y'all. I'm rolling something up right now. I hope y'all are rolling up. We're not done yet, y'all. So Hassan addressed the podcast, right? Since he mentioned how nobody wanted to listen to Wack, nobody was really interested in linking with Wack or listening to Wack 100 unless he has a co-host, unless he has a guest that kind of like tips the interest factor. You know what I mean? That is when Wack 100 is going to do the most views. So Hassan addressed the podcast. He said, Wack forgot that we were going to do a podcast together. We had a lot of conversations. Wack didn't realize everyone Wack talk about, he talk about them so bad and greasy, I never trusted him. So right there, Hassan broke it down to academics, why he could never trust Wack. Wack rubbed him the wrong way from the absolute beginning, you guys. Wack put himself in position to lose that relationship with Hassan Campbell. He actually was in front of Hassan Campbell, bad-mouthing his own associates. Like, that's the worst way to actually show yourself off to somebody. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. I'm rolling up. I hope y'all are rolling up tonight. I'm about to spark something up, man. But don't worry. We're not done with the conversation. We really just got started. All right, dude. Hold on 1 second. Hella viral was popping. Evergreen says it's quiet for Wack. Well, Wack has done a couple interviews, Evergreen. He did a couple interviews. He's trying to clean this shit up. You know what I mean? He's trying to clean this shit up to be 100% with you guys. Wack 100 is trying to clean this situation up right now by going to his trusted ally, his only trusted ally when it comes to social media. Now, I would have to say, after kind of exposing his hand, I don't know how many of those other podcasters are going to be so, in tune with letting him do everything like that. I mean, we're going to get into it because Akademiks sort of explains the terminology of squeezing to Hassan. Hassan may have misunderstood the terminology, you guys, that was being used. Major salute to my little brother. He's in oh shit, my little brother is in Honolulu right now. Salute to him. Salute to my little brother Rick. He's in Hawaii right now. That's lit. Spit that wisdom. That's all I'm doing on the channel, man. But also, don't think I'm stunting when I talk about my old interviews, you know what I mean, with a Rick Ross, you know what I mean, or anybody like that, Little Dirk. I'm only speaking on that because I just want to let everybody know listening to my live podcast that you got a reason to be here. You know what I mean? We're sharing insight with each other that a lot of the other channels don't have. You know what I mean? We're in here sharing real knowledge with one another. So I really do appreciate everybody for tuning in. You know what I mean? And we're spitting that wisdom, all of us, man. I'm about to light up though. I got this all-time high by Rick Ross about to go in the air. And we're gonna get right back into the news, but we're gonna be on a whole another playing field. You know what I mean? Because we're gonna be out that good. Major salute, Dev. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Appreciate everybody for sharing this video. Let's go share this video. If we get 600 people in here, all right. If we get 600 people in here, I'm going to do live call-ins, you guys. I'm doing live call-ins if we get 600 people in here. I'm smoking on Rick Ross's strain. Yo, miss me with that. Miss me with that type of shit because a lot of these other bloggers can't even say they've sat with the people that I've sat with, but they sure as hell could talk about them. You know what I mean? Dudes keep Lil Wayne in their mouth, but they ain't never actually got an interview with Lil Wayne. So seriously, miss me with that shit. That's what makes me stand out from the other bloggers, y'all. Hell yeah. All-time high by Ricky Rose. What y'all smoking on tonight? Guy Van, what's popping? What's everybody smoking in the chat? Wack forgot that he said we were going to do a podcast together. We had a lot of conversations. Wack didn't realize everyone Wack talks about, he talk about them so bad and so greasy that I never trusted him. Akademiks wanted to address the leaked footage. Ack said, I look at it like, well, Wack, I'm not a street dude. If Wack went on Clubhouse and said we had Akademiks shook, I might say that's not true. I'm not going to say Wack F you. So Akademiks pretty much addressed what he would have done if when he interviewed with Wack 100, if afterwards it went crazy, if it went south, you know what I mean? Academics says he probably would have went on social media and said that it wasn't true. They didn't have me shook. I was not, you know what I mean, going crazy in my own vicinity, in my own, you know what I mean, in my own comfort space. Academics would come online and say something along that. Hassan Campbell, once it was rumored to be beef, Hassan Campbell just laid it all on the line and pretty much let the people know that he is not the one that is losing. And shit, everybody else, like shit, I could only imagine. Hassan is right, you guys. Hassan is right, because imagine if it was me going to that interview. Imagine if 6ix9ine, Academics, and Wack 100 weren't calling Hassan. Imagine if they were calling me to go to that interview. Maybe I wouldn't have rolled there as protected as Hassan Campbell went there. And I would have got the squeeze. The squeeze would have got put on Mike T. I would have been in there agreeing with everything. I would have been in there not questioning a damn thing coming out of any of their mouths. Yes, 6ix9ine, you're the king, brother. You a rat. You're a rat. You never been a rat, 6ix9ine. Or maybe I'm gonna be on there like, Wack. Yeah, man, you're the best things to podcasting since Gillian Wallow, knowing damn well I was lying to that man's face. You know what I'm saying? When you go in there uncomfortable, you're going to get put in a position, or as they say, I guess, in Cali, they're going to put the squeeze. GT Massive says they're going to put the squeeze on you, like my guy says right here. Young Generation 84, major salute to you. Major salute for you, man. Major salute to you. Yep. Yep. Where the hell my lighter go? Damn. Yo, stop messing up the chat with all that talk, man. Just get back to normal. What up, Risk Taker? What up, Tyson? What up, GT? What up, Young Generation? Appreciate y'all for tapping in. So, like I said, academics wanted to address the leaked footage, you know, the leaked audio, because that is the topic of the week. You know what I mean? And pretty much, I guess, academics is going to be the only one that gets people coming to his videos that are involved in the situation, because they all know each other. You know what I mean? Academics and Hassan took on a relationship that we're going to speak on in just a minute. You know, so Ak said, but what he said when it came to you, it obviously triggered you to like, that's not what happened. But how did it get from there to the audio getting leaked out? Hassan answered, when this dude is sitting up there on the internet and telling people that he pressed me, there was at least 9 of us in the room. There was 10 outside, because I move smart. Hassan let a little bit more information go right there. Apparently, he had 9 dudes inside, which I guess we had heard about. But apparently, he had another 10 dudes on the outside because he moves smart. Ak said, I noticed how it was different. I noticed how it was different how you pulled up this time than when you pulled up to do an interview with me. And this is something that Hassan brought up. You know, Hassan beat them to the punch on this situation. You know what I mean? Hassan had said, listen, when I went to go do an interview with academics, it was different. I went there dolo. I went there with my driver. Academics, that's cool. You know what I mean? You're meeting up with somebody who's literally the most known blogger on the net. You know what I mean? You're linking up with somebody who's got the credibility, someone who you don't think is going to put their livelihood on the line. Academics has made it up from being that kid in Jamaica whose mom had to work so many different jobs. You know what I'm saying? So many different jobs just to give the opportunity to him that he currently has today. So I'd be damned if I think he would be damned to give up that type of situation. And that's why you see him say things like, yo, I'm not here trying to fake the funk. You know what I mean? He's not trying to put on an image that is not him. Share this video, you guys. I don't know what the other bloggers are talking about, but you're getting it real here from Mikey T, the movie star. Let me see. But he goes on. Academic says, I look at it like, well, Wack, like I'm not a street dude. If Wack went on Clubhouse and said we had academics shook, I might say that's not true. But I'm not going to say Wack, F you. But what I think, what he said when it came to you, obviously triggered you to be like, that's not what happened. But how did it get from there to everything getting leaked out? And Hassan answered, he said, when this dude is sitting there, when this dude is sitting up on the internet and telling people he pressed me, there was a lot of us. There was at least 9 of us in the room. There was 10 of us outside because I move smart. Axe said, I noticed how it was different, how you pulled up this time. Then when you pulled up to do the interview with me, you brought way more people this time. What was your thoughts going into the interview? Academics asked him, what were your thoughts going into the interview, right? Hassan said, when you listen to the conversation I leaked, this dude basically blackmailed and extorted everybody. This dude basically blackmailed and extorted everybody. Wow, what shit right here, man? What shit right here, man? Oh, let me see. Hold on. Sorry about the delay, you guys. My bad. My bad. Just sending this video out. Sending this video out. Excuse me. My bad. Haas was smart about that. Haas was smart about that. Oh man, come on. We Gucci. Evergreen says they wanted Haas to come lacking by himself. Nope. See ya. See ya. Yo, Bay, appreciate you for tapping in. Definitely appreciate you for enjoying the stream tonight. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Make sure anybody here that's watching is subscribed so you never miss one of my live videos, y'all. AS says Haas was definitely playing chess with Wack on that. I would have to agree with you, man. I would have to agree with you. So Axe said all that shit about how he noticed him moving different. Hassan said, when you listen to the conversation I leaked, this dude basically blackmailed and extorted everybody. He was extorting everybody from his own words. Axe said, when they use the word squeeze, it doesn't mean extort. We use squeeze as you do this. We do this. I'm going to do you a favor, so I'm squeezing you on this. That sounds really odd to me. That doesn't sound like anything that I actually agree with. You know what I mean? That doesn't sound like anything that I actually agree with. Did you That does not sound right. Does that sound right to you guys? I'm going to do you a favor, so I'm squeezing you on this? No, that doesn't make any sense to me. It sounds a little bit played out. Everybody knows what it means when you get squeezed. You know what I mean? He got squeezed for some weed. You know what I mean? That's his boy. You got a little bit of leverage on your boy. Your boy ends up getting a little of weed. He ends up giving 3 or 4 grams of it away. He got squeezed out of some of that bud. Like, let's be honest about the terminology of squeezed. You know, it's not like squeezing a little bit of extra juice. You know what I mean? like what's going on right now in a lot of the media game. You're not squeezing a little bit of extra juice out of something. This type of wording, squeeze, it's when you got somebody up against the wall, you know what I mean? And you're able to get things from them because of something. You know what I mean? That's what they mean by squeeze, man. Let me see, where are we going here? So yeah, like you said, Axe said, when they use the word squeeze, it doesn't mean extort. We use squeeze as you do this. We do this. I'm going to do you a favor. So I'm squeezing you on this. Okay, Ack, I'm going to give you a ride to the airport. It's 3.5 hours away. So I'm going to need you to do an interview with my artist. I guess maybe something like that. You know what I'm saying? Ack, I made sure that Freddie Gibbs didn't release that video exposing you. So you need to have my artist on the podcast. Something like that, maybe. Hassan went back. When he talks about how he has the footage over Nipsey, he's not talking nice. Everybody that he's speaking on, did you hear what he said about Big U? Axe said, I've been on a phone call with Wack, and this is where Akademiks pretty much admits. This is where Akademiks pretty much admits to hearing the same story that Wack 100 had given out to Hassan Campbell. Axe said, I've been on the phone call with Wack. He told me the same thing about Nipsey. What he told me there is some footage that exists of some very interesting stuff. So yeah, we're about to get into this heavy right now, you guys. Hit that link. It's pinned up. My exclusive interview with Bazaar from D12 speaks on meeting Eminem for the first time when he was battling. If you guys haven't seen that, check that shit out. Definitely appreciate everybody who checks out my content, man. I got the livest audience. You heard? I got the livest audience, and I appreciate you all, man. But we're not done. We're just getting started, really. Who? Thank you, man. Appreciate you, Ricky. Jesus, some people log in and it's like the first time they were born. You know what I mean? It's like people log in and they're like, "Oh, Mikey T, how long you been doing interviews since last week?" Nah, since 2009. Uh, Mo V, what's popping with you? Appreciate you for tapping in, Mo V. Mo V in the building. So, Ack basically broke this down right here, man. And this is very interesting, you guys, because Ack says that he's had conversations with Wack 100, the same conversations that Hassan had. But the interesting point of the conversation was that Akademiks never revealed the conversations. Akademiks never actually revealed what was going on that Wack told him. You know what I mean? It's almost like a code of silence in regards to hip hop. You know what I mean? You're not going to go out there and put somebody on blast. You know what I mean? Especially when he's somebody who has well liked as Nipsey Hussle. You know what I mean? For crying out loud, the game featured Nipsey Hussle after he passed on his album, Born to Rap. You know what I mean? I'm not going to read into all the conspiracy theories behind why that happened. You know what I mean? I was already on here a few nights ago talking about the fact that the game never featured Nipsey Hussle on any of his albums. Any of the albums, you guys, the documentary, The Doctor's Advocate, LAX. He didn't feature him on Red Nation. He didn't feature him on Jesus Piece. He didn't feature him on the documentary 2. He didn't feature him on 1992 or The Year of the Wolf. But he featured him on his last album, 2019, 6 or 7 months after his passing. It says a lot to me, man. It says a lot to me when somebody's going to go on the Drink Champs show with Nori and talk about how much somebody means to you, how much you went out of your way to make sure that they got a look, even though you were putting your own career on the line, but he was never featured on one of your albums. Why wasn't Nipsey Hussle on one of the earlier albums? I'm asking that question, man. Right, right. Yo, that's exactly. I'm like, damn. Well, that does it for you, bro. You up out of here. Ooh, one up top, one up top. What's popping? Huh. Interesting. Smoking on some good. Smoking on some good. Just like I should. Yo, what's poppin', little brother? Appreciate you for tapping in, man. We're just basically going over the topic. We're basically going over the conversation that Hassan actually had with Academics. Hassan actually had a conversation with Academics. This is part one of it tonight that we're going over. Wack 100 was actually invited into the conversation, you guys. Like, this is some real live shit, y'all. They actually all had a conversation. Academics was pretty much asking, Hassan if he could bring Wack in. He was being very respectful about it. He's like, if I bring him in, would you guys be able to have a conversation where you weren't yelling over each other? You know what I mean? Where you weren't actually yelling over each other. And could you guys actually be somewhat cordial, even though we know what's going on? We all know what's going on with the situation. So these guys probably just want to yell at the top of their lungs at one another. Wack 100 has to be furious with what, has been done to him in the last couple weeks. In my opinion, it's had to have thrown off a lot of the intended promotion. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the intended promotion for the Drillmatic album. Let's look at the fact. Let's look at the fact that Wack 100 actually posted a message from the game on his Instagram. Put a thumb up in the chat if you actually saw that, you guys. The game actually telling Wack 100 it's time to get back to the album. Yo, where's that energy at? AS was popping. AS was popping. What up? What up? What up? Appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Smoking on this good. Smoking on this good right now. This Ricky Rose. Smoking on this Ricky Rose, you heard? Smoking on that good. Anthony McNeil, appreciate you for tapping in. Major salute on the tap in. Having a little smoke break. Shout out whatever you're smoking, guys. Just a little intermission right here. You know how we do. Just a little intermission. And then we're going to get back. And we're going to get back on this shit, you guys, because we have a lot to talk about tonight, man. We got a whole lot to talk about. Wack 100 actually got involved in the conversation. It was actually brought up what's going on with the YouTube process. Wack 100 said it's not going to take the police or attorneys to get the YouTube, you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to take the attorneys to get the YouTube, you guys. It's not going to take the police to get the YouTube, you guys. It's a pretty shocking matter to me that Wack 100 wants to take it this far. I think personally, it's not going to be able to be done. I don't think he can take the YouTube page based on that one video. I might be 100% wrong. Wack says he's not using attorneys. It's not anything to do with a legal issue, the police, nothing to do with that. Apparently, he knows people at YouTube. You know what I mean? Apparently, he knows people at YouTube. Doesn't Wallow know people at YouTube? Doesn't Wallow know a couple guys at YouTube who are running the shit? That's another reason that Hassan Campbell needs to reach out to certain people. That's another reason that Hassan needs to reach out to certain people, you guys. You know, he needs to get in contact with a Wallow. Wallow is also one of the leaders of the YouTube revolution. Bro, please don't come in here on the third day of me reporting on this video and tell me that I'm misinformed. You came in 90 minutes late to my video and you don't even know where we are with the video, man. Yo, Anthony. That's love. That's love, man. Yeah, the Ricky Rose strain, the Ricky Rose Collins strain is lit. The Ricky Rose Collins strain is lit. Oh shit. GT Massive said he wants to squeeze. Oh, but no, GT Massive. No, GT Massive. He just wants to do something for YouTube is all that means. That's all that squeeze means from what Akademiks was saying. What up, Chuck Mills? Appreciate you for tapping in, bro. Major salute. Major salute. Yo, appreciate that, man. $10 super chat. $10 super chat from my guy right there, Anthony McNeil. Anthony McNeil. That's the realest guy in the room right there, y'all. Anthony's getting the title. The realest in the room right now. $10 super chat. That's my boy right there. That's my boy. That's my word. That's my boy. Blue Savage. What's popping with you, Blue? Appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate you for tapping in, Blue. Appreciate you for taking your time to come in and tap in with me, Mikey T, the movie star. Major salute, man. We got some news to talk about tonight. I was just in the middle of a smoke break. Don't mind me, man. I smoke a lot of good kush. You know what I mean? I smoke a lot of good kush. Right now, I'm smoking on this new Rick Ross strain that I've been trying out for the last few days. Got a few L's of it left. Okay, bro. So Hassan went back. He said when he talks about how he has the footage over Nipsey, he's not talking nice. Everybody that he's speaking on, did you hear what he said about Big U? And this is when Ack went in. You guys, about having the same conversations. And let me show y'all how I really do it here, because sometimes we stop for the smoke break and people get a little bit twisted about the way that we report the news here. So pull out your notes, take a note if you want to follow in my footsteps. But this is how we do shit here, man, because Akademiks came back at Hassan Campbell. You know, when he spoke about these conversations that were had about the Big U's and the Nipsey Hussles, Akademiks actually revealed to the general public that he as well has had these conversations with Wack 100. Ack said, I've been on a phone call with Wack. He told me the same thing about Nipsey. What he told me is there's some footage that exists of some very interesting stuff with Nip. People think I hate him, but I'm protecting that from coming out. These are Wack's words. What Akademiks said he spoke with Wack about, you guys. People think I hate him, but I'm protecting that from coming out because Nipsey's name is attached. I heard that in a private setting. I would never repeat it. That's words from Akademiks. Akademiks said he heard that information, that conversation, that alleged situation in a private setting, y'all. He said he would never repeat it. And then he brought a question to Hassan Campbell, you guys. He brought a question to Hassan Campbell. He said, did you feel like you were breaking an oath by actually revealing all of this information, man? Did you feel like you were breaking an oath by revealing this shit? And that's how I do it, you guys. And that's how I report my news, you guys. So when people tap in to my videos and you see me just chopping it up with the fans and shit like that, like I'm trying to show love to everybody in the chat. You know, there's a lot of people in the chat that have different thoughts that want to get their thoughts out that I'm going to read. But that's how we do things over here. So don't get it misinterpreted about how I go over the news. I keep everybody in here thoroughly entertained. They beating him down right now. 100% facts. 100% facts. You know what I mean? When somebody's at the top, what? It's like 50 Cent said. You know what I mean? Geez, it's like 50 Cent said. When you're at the top, they love the story of when you get torn down. You know what I mean? When you're riding high, they love the story of you getting torn down. You know, America loves a comeback story, you guys. We're actually in the middle of a comeback story. You guys are all witnessing my comeback story, you guys. Right now, what we're doing, we're shaking hip hop up. There's different celebrities, different bloggers tapping in and watching every single night. And I don't want them to be scared to tap in with their opinion. I don't want them to be scared to tap in here and discuss the real hip hop content with me. Because this is what we do, y'all. This is what we do here. And if you don't want to miss this, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss one of these videos, man. So Akademiks confirmed that Wack 100 has had these conversations before with people in high position, people that could actually expose it to the world in a second. You know what I mean? Ack kept it 100% real, you guys. Conversations that could be exposed, conversations that he could have came out and exposed just to get ahead. He never did it. Akademiks never did it. He never, as my grandfather would have said, Akademiks did not compromise himself. He did not compromise himself to get where he's at. He just put his head down. He kept working. He kept working, you guys. And that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing. Every day, new videos. Every day, new content. Reaching out to different artists to get different interviews. I'm not going to stop. There's nothing that can stop me in this industry. Ricky Moore says, just compare how Mikey deals with the chat versus Wack on Clubhouse. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for even taking recognition of that, Ricky. That is love right there. Yo, Mad Max, get out of my chat with that weird shit, dude. Don't be saying that. A lot of all right, man. Some see what I mean? That's what kind of takes away from the chat a little bit. But it's cool, man. It's cool, man. They don't got to comment for 5 minutes or so. It's all good, man. Since I got time to talk, what up, what up, what up, Harris? Appreciate you for tapping in. You know what I mean? But it's great. Actually, it's great to have haters. You know what I mean? It's great to have haters. Haters are your biggest marketing tool. Haters are my marketing tool. I need that Wallow shirt. Your haters just paid for your kush today. I'm taking every hit from my haters. I'm taking every hit from my haters. That's going to be my single right there, man. So I don't even need to sing other people's shit. I can create my own shit. Let me see. What up? What up? What up? What up? Appreciate you for tapping in, Prime. Why Rez? What's popping? Play that. Play that. Play that. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Mikey Trillionaire. Yeah. That's actually what the T stands for in Mikey T. It's Trillionaire. Yeah. That's the jam right there. Woo, yeah. Appreciate you for tapping in. Share this video, everybody. Everybody just logged out because they don't want me to become a rapper. I just had like 20 people log out because they don't want me to start rapping. They don't want me to get in the booth. They don't want me to go to quad. They don't want me. They don't want me to shine. They don't want me to start rapping on them. So they're logging out. CC, let's not put down Adam 22. Adam 22 is a real dude. Smoking on that kush. What up? What up? What up? What up? Dakota Hicks in the building. Major salute, Dakota Hicks. Where you coming in from, bro? Appreciate you for tapping in. He said Wack 100 is a modern day Suge Knight. You know what I mean? A modern day Suge Knight. A lot of people are starting to say that, Dakota, but you know, he hasn't really got to the level. He hasn't really got to the level of where Suge is, obviously. I think that's pretty much known because Suge had the opportunity to be around Dr. Dre and the creation of Snoop and Tupac and so many legendary artists that Wack 100 really hasn't had a chance to really even build any artist to even be considered in that caliber. His relationship with Game is a lot different. He came in and started working with the Game once the Game had already peaked. Let's be 100% honest. He started working with the Game after his peak was over. You know, it's cool that the Game has been able to keep up a career. Why has the Game been able to keep up a career? Because he has decent music. The Game can rap. There's no doubt about that. Every one of those guys around 50 Cent can rap. What up? What up? What up? Reckoning Production. Major salute. We got a new subscriber here. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. New subscribers. New subscribers in here. Major salute. If you didn't subscribe to the channel, subscribe right now and let me know. I'll give y'all a shout out. But like I said, everybody who comments on my interview with Bazaar from D12, speaking on me and Eminem, I'm going to also follow your YouTube back, you guys. I'm going to follow your YouTube back, man. Mississippi in the building. What's popping? What's popping with you, Mississippi? 601. What was that? Occupy Black Wall Street. Like comparing Michael Jordan to LeBron. What was that comparison again, bro? I'll definitely bring it back up. Nah, bro. Oh, are you talking about Suge and Wack? I don't know. I really wouldn't put Wack on LeBron's level, to be 100% honest with you. You know what I mean? Now, if we're talking Suge to Michael Jordan, I could see that. But I really can't give Wack that credibility yet as a CEO because of the fact that, Blueface didn't really materialize into a bigger artist. we saw him linking up with Mimo 600, or as he said, they weren't linking up. Just like he said about Hassan, they weren't doing a podcast. You know what I mean? But we haven't really seen too many artists blow up under Wack 100 at this point. You know what I mean? It's not even like he had the same vibe as Shadi. You know, when Shadi was managing 6ix9ine, Shadi kind of took on a life of his own. You know what I mean? Shadi took on a life of his own and really became a popular manager. Like he could touch an artist and make him hot. We haven't really seen that same thing rub off on Wack 100 at this point, and I'm just being 100% honest. We haven't really seen him give an artist a boost at this point. The situation with the game, it's really late into the game's career. I really couldn't compare that. If I'm going to compare, all right, let's do it. If I'm going to compare Wack 100 working with the game at that point in his career when they started working together, I would have to compare that to Suge Knight actually working with Petey Pablo. You know what I mean? That's what I would compare it to. You know, you wouldn't compare it to the heyday of Suge Knight. Let me see. Facts. No, sir. Facts. More like Dennis Rodman. Nice. I like that one, man. I like that one. You could probably actually, yeah. Yup. The Dennis Rodman. Wack 100, the Dennis Rodman. I'm giving you that one, man, because he's hot as hell. You know what I mean? The media follows Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman does so many different deals outside of basketball. You know what I mean? The guy popped up working with Hulk Hogan. However, you don't know how much he was making for that shit. I've heard it in a couple I can't remember off the top of my head, but the man knew how to make bank. And you know, just a bunch of other shit with Dennis Rodman, man. Yeah, the game was T Gang 23. What's popping with you, bro? Appreciate you for tapping in, man. The game is great without Wack. Yeah, that's what my guy SV Twiz was saying the other day. He doesn't really feel like Wack 100. I'm gonna change the poll, you guys. My guy Twiz didn't really feel like Wack 100 was gonna affect the game's sales for Drillmatic. You know what I mean? Wack one, he actually said that. You know, a lot of people feel like the game has been around for a while. The game has been around for a while, right? So he's going to sell regardless. But I'm putting it up in a poll. I'm asking you guys in a poll right now. I want to know, do you guys think this is what I do on here, you guys. The opinion of the chat actually matters. Will Wack 100 affect the game's Drillmatic album sales? Yes? No? Or it won't drop for 6 months? Are they just going to push the album back now that Wack 100's kind of, you know what I mean, gone into a media, into a media blitz right now? Ricky Moore says, what exactly does Wack do? Well, Wack was beginning to manage artists. I mean, he's obviously been managing artists since 2007, with Ray J. Then he came into position with the game. And then in these more later years, he's obviously taken on relationship with some guys from the new school, like a Blueface, who actually had success with a record. You know what I mean? Jeff says, yes, it will drop sooner. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. He's saying the album will actually drop sooner. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Prime 2D says, when was Drillmatic supposed to drop? Let's be honest, Prime. I think Drillmatic is most likely going to drop as soon as Eminem drops his diss song against The Game. You know, I think that'll probably push the album to dropping. Okay, there we go. There's my guy right there. Oh man, wrong guy. Wrong guy. Damn it. Snoop Doggy. I don't agree with that. Kanye definitely didn't fall off. It's very T Gang says it's very much anticipated. Yeah, it's going to be even more anticipated. You know what I mean? It's going to be even more anticipated once Eminem drops a diss song and The Game drops a diss song. You know what I'm saying? It's going to put Game's album through the roof. Jeremy Duffy says, why is Eminem dissing The Game? Well, The Game is supposed to release a diss song on Eminem. It's been, revealed a few weeks back by Wack 100, actually. You know what I mean? This was after the Drink Champs interview when The Game actually said that he would go in a versus battle with Eminem. Wack 100 took it a step further and said that The Game was cooking up a couple diss songs, not one, but two. He actually said The Game had a couple diss songs cooked up. He even went as far to say that The Game had some diss songs cooked up that were on some of Eminem's beats. You know what I mean? It kind of led me to believe that we could hear The Game diss Eminem on some of his most classic songs. You know what I mean? I think we all have a different idea of what the Eminem classics are. You know what I mean? I would have to believe that Game was going to be dissing him over a lot of the industry radio records like Hi My Name Is, The Real Slim Shady, Without Me. Maybe that song will be called Without Game or something like that. I don't know how The Game is going to play it, you guys. I really don't. Young Generation says M can really end Game, in my opinion. Look what Eminem did with Machine Gun Kelly. And I'm not saying that he ended Machine Gun Kelly's career in music, but in rap, Machine Gun Kelly pretty much moved on to now making soft rock music. You know what I mean? Machine Gun Kelly kind of makes music that sounds similar to like what Blink 182 and like maybe like Weezer, what Simple Plan, some of these bands were doing back in the day when all of that emo music was kind of taking over. But I gotta say, Machine Gun Kelly has pumped up his numbers. He's selling triple the amount of units he was selling when he was releasing his first albums with the Wild Boy single with Waka Flocka. What were his albums called? Lace Up, General Admission. What was the third one called? Can anybody tell me in the chat? Jeremy Duffy says, I seen him say that on Drink Champs, but I didn't think he meant it. Yeah, man. Yeah. I wasn't thinking that he was going to drop a diss song on him, but I did an interview with Royce the 5'9", and at one point I had asked Royce if he thought Eminem would ever battle Cassidy, and he said the best way that Cassidy could have got a response out of M is to actually drop a diss song. So it kind of making me think that if Game drops a diss song, and I want to say this as well, but if Game drops a diss song, Eminem will more than likely respond. I mean, given the nature of what the Game can do lyrically, the Game is a beast. You know what I'm saying? But this is something that I want to say. I think that Game should have a diss song that actually can be sold on his album. That's where the Game is going to win, if he can actually release a diss song that he's able to sell on his album. YGK says, I think MGK's diss record was better. I disagree with you, man. The Eminem diss track was so innovative. Mondo1 saying MGK got put on when he got DMX's cosign. That is all. And that was on a record called what was it called, bro? Was it called Just Dance? Was it called I Don't Dance? Something along those lines. I remember MGK got that first DMX feature on his album. That was pretty amazing. I actually got the chance to interview Machine Gun Kelly when he was in Miami, and I asked him about that feature with DMX. I asked him about working with DMX, you guys. Classic interview that I had done in the past, man. So the poll right now that I got up, the poll is, will Wack 100 affect the game's dramatic album sales? 34% of you say yes. No, 57% of you say no, and 9% say it won't drop for 6 months. Now, if they take that route and push the album back for 6 months, you know what I mean? If they push the album back for 6 months, that just says to me they're trying to avoid the controversy of everything going around right now with Wack 100. All this controversy with Wack 100 could lead to some negative promotion for the game's album if that shit comes out in the next month. You know what I mean? And it might not be good. It might, that's all I'm saying. It might not be good if he's putting out an album executive produced with Wack 100 in the middle of this media frenzy surrounding Wack 100. It might not be the best time to release an album. A lot of times joints will get pushed back. At this point, he's got the easy joint bubbling. There's rumors of the Eminem diss track. So he has a few different things he's working on, you guys, to generate interest in this album. What up, Jay Brown? Appreciate you for tapping in. CD 1200 says, I'd rather hear a game go at 50. The whole game and 50 thing is a little bit tired at this point. And another note, CC or CD, excuse me. Another note is that Game actually addressed that, saying that he's going at Eminem because 50 Cent can't really rap. He's saying 50 can't really rap. 50 never really gave the Game that rap beef that he wanted. You know what I mean? He never really gave it to him, guys. Let's be real. They responded very, very discreetly. I didn't like how they responded. 300 shots. You know what I mean? I wasn't a fan of Not Rich, Still Lying. And that's nothing against 50, but I could see why the Game is ready to move on to Eminem. He even predicted it on his second album when he was writing a song to Dr. Dre. He predicted what was going to happen, saying, go look up the lyrics to the Doctor's Advocate, and you'll see that the Game actually predicted beef with Eminem. You know what I mean? Predicted that Eminem and him might get into it on track over him going at 50 Cent. Brian says, don't think it'll be smart to drop a diss on M first. T-Gang says, we only remember it because of DMX. Not true, man. Not true. $50 is no longer a rapper. Exactly. He's got a couple things that he does for his shows. Major love from Philly. Bashir, appreciate you for tapping in. It's me, bruh, says 50 wrote for lame. Prime 2D says, the Game wasn't touching M, though. The Game isn't touching M, though. Excuse me. Yeah, man. Yeah. But let's keep going with this topic. Let me see here, guys. I'm sorry to get broken off from that. I was just having a smoke. So listen, y'all. Hassan told Academics, right? He's like, after Academics broke it down, when he was like, people think Academics broke down actually hearing the different stories from Wack 100 before. He said, I heard that in a private setting. I would never repeat it. Did you feel like you were breaking an oath? Hassan was asked by Academics. Hassan responded, when I went into this clubhouse, he muted me and talked sarcastic. And I'm like, yo, he never had this energy. He muted me. and blocked me at his clubhouse and said, I'll see you Friday. If you remember, I got the footage. The first thing I said to him when I walked in, I pressed him. I said, Wack, why you muted me? He played dumb. That's right. That right there let me know his intentions were not right. I said, why you mute me? He played dumb. That right there let me know his intentions were not right. I'm a little thrown off by that, man. You know what I mean? Because I witnessed Wack in a clubhouse before when Crip Mac was about to get on it. And I was kind of like, yo, Wack is about to, go in with Crip Mac on an interview, but is he about to give it all away on this clubhouse? Like I was kind of talking about a little bit earlier, how stuff is kind of given away on Clubhouse in a lot of situations, right? You know what I'm saying? So Wack 100 removed himself from that clubhouse that had Crip Mac in it. Why? Because Wack said he was about to interview him. If Wack is meeting up with Hassan on Friday, why are you going to have that clubhouse conversation? Wack seemed to me, it didn't seem to me like a thing of setting somebody up, you guys. It seemed to me like it was a situation, y'all, where Wack 100 didn't want to get the importance of his interview diminished. He was planning on doing an interview with Hassan Campbell within the next day or two. So why would he go on Clubhouse? It's like me doing an interview. Imagine if I have an interview with, Gilly the Kid, and then Gilly's on a Clubhouse and I just so happen to be there, and me and Gilly say, what's up, what's popping? Do you think I'm going to run down all my interview questions while I'm on another Clubhouse? Or like if I'm on another channel? No, it's my questions. We're going to present it on my channel. You know what I mean? It's different shit. People have different ways that they relay their topics to the audience. You know what I mean? To get thrown off like that is just going to even expose you for not knowing what to do. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back to Wack 100 not being able to capitalize off of this situation like Hassan Campbell has. Hassan has had an episode ready each and every day going in on this topic. Wack 100 hasn't even been able to have the capability to record all these different episodes from the looks of it. You know what I mean? From the looks of it, because in all honesty, he's already gone on Clubhouse and he's already addressed the situations and given up a lot. He's literally already given up a lot on Clubhouse for free. As he says, Wack 100 says he's helping y'all out. That's what Wack 100 said, you guys. When he goes on to a Clubhouse with somebody, he's helping y'all out. And he is. I don't disagree with that. When Wack goes on somebody's channel, he is helping them out. I'm not discrediting that. But you've got to realize who you are. You got to realize what content you want to put out and own. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, there's so many different Wack 100 stories floating around there, and 9/10 of them are not on his page. Let's just be real. Take ownership of your shit. You know what I mean? Like, don't keep on giving all of these stories out to everybody. Maybe he's holding back a little bit, but even so many damn stories have been, not everybody wants to watch a rewind. You know what I mean? A lot of people are giving me hell, Mikey T, you're releasing old interviews. My YouTube channel is like a television station. Remember when we were younger, you'd see TBS, you see TNT, and they'd always have the reruns. I'm going to start doing a lot more, because when you got to rerun shit, because this is exactly like a television station. What's my dream? My dream is to run and produce my own television station one day. You know what I'm saying? That's where my dreams are going to take me. Producing a television station, putting out the content on that show. Excuse me, that network. Putting out the shows on that network, all in a broadcast. Don't worry, we getting there, CD. Don't worry, we is getting there. Let me spark this up and we got to get back to it. I need a little energy. That's why I got the Red Bull. You know what I mean? But it's all good. We're spending a lot of money on Red Bull, but we're going to get it all back. We're going to get that Red Bull endorsement. You know what I'm saying? We're spending a lot of money on cookies. We're going to get that cookies endorsement. You know what I'm saying? We know what we're working towards, y'all. That's right. That's right. Hold on one second. One second. Oh, shit. That's funny as hell. Yeah, I bet you Wack is trying to fix it, man. You know what I mean? I bet you Wack is trying to fix the situation right now. That's why he made that post about something totally unrelated to everything going on. You know what I mean? If he's going to be blogging and talking about shit, maybe he's got to talk about shit that's a little bit less spicy. You know what I mean? Because that situation has a lot of people talking about him, especially from California, because that's where, the people that are involved in this are from, you know? And we all know that California, biggest state, it's like the I think they got the most electoral votes. So I'd say that the most people or whatever. Yeah, nah, Milk74 is gonna have to come on the channel, man. Let him know Milk is gonna have to come on the channel so we can talk it out. That's what we're gonna have to do. Chop Shop, what's popping with you, man? Shoot me a follow on the gram. Like I said, anybody that follows me on the gram, actually, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Anybody that follows me on the gram, I'm gonna follow y'all back right now. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe me and Milk can get some podcasting shit in together. Who knows, man? Maybe it was like a blessing in disguise. You know what I mean? We'll have to see what's popping. Or maybe he just makes a video dissing me tomorrow. Either way, it is what it is. Everybody that follows me right now, I'm going to follow y'all back, man. I'm just letting y'all know. But everybody that, major salute Ronnie, 305 in this bitch. Major salute Ronnie. Appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate you for tapping in. Damn. Damn, that dude actually. We could come up with the whole intro too. That would be pretty cool. It's crazy. It's dope to know that so many people out there are watching you like that. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not talking about that. Greg, Wack really blessing y'all game. Hey, yo, Greg, a lot of people got to be inspired by, different people out there. You know what I mean? A lot of people got to actually be inspired by some of the content that Wack is doing. You know what I mean? The way that Wack had come in and made his name, because when he was doing the shit, because when he was, when he was doing the shit, you know what I mean? When he was actually doing the shit, he actually got started in a way he didn't really get popping right off the bat. You know what I mean? With K Slay, didn't really look like it was working. He had to go, you know what I mean? He had to go back to the drawing board on that one, and he did. And he did. It's me, bro. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you following me on Instagram. Everybody that follows me right now, it's follow for a follow, you guys. I ain't playing. I'll follow everybody back. You know what I'm saying? I follow everybody back that follows me off this bitch. You heard? I got you all, man. Definitely appreciate everybody for following me. Definitely appreciate everybody for watching, man. Whether you're dissing me, whether you're loving the content, man, it's all appreciated, man. Because you're actually checking it out and giving it some time and consideration. So let me see right here. Hassan said, when I went into his clubhouse, he muted me, you know, and then he actually met him in person. And he said, I said, Wack, why you muted me? He played dumb. That right there let me know his intentions were not right. Hassan said, I told Wack, we can get in the ring. I told him, let's get that bag and get in the ring. He said, I'm not putting any money in your pocket. That's what his response was to getting in the ring. That's what his response was to celebrity boxing, you guys. He didn't want to put any money in Hassan's pocket. Newsflash, the man's already getting bread. Newsflash, the man is already getting guap. Hassan is already going to be in the middle of several lucrative situations. You better get the man while you can. It's kind of like 50 said. You better come and get this shit for 40 right now. Right now, it's 40 a pop. You better go get that Hassan Campbell action right now while you can, because that man's about to be on the next level. If you look at Wack's situation where he's trying to come up as a podcaster, you know what I mean? He's like the beginner. Hassan is like novice. You know what I mean? You got beginner, then you got the novice. You know what I'm saying? It's like super difficult mode, breaking it down for you. You know what I'm saying? So just look at the deals that are going to be coming his way. Now, Wack 100, he might have a little deal he can cook up with academics. You know what I mean? That would probably be his best case scenario, to actually have somebody in his back pocket, as he likes to say, who could actually promote the content. But again, like I'm saying, you guys, there has to be content. The content has to be there. It has to be there on a consistent level. You know what I mean? It has to be there on a consistent level. The fact that he hasn't responded in podcast format at this point on his own YouTube channel to this whole situation, it shows me that he's a little bit green to it. And you know what? I'm not making fun of him for being green. You know what I mean? I'm just pointing out a fact. Sometimes people are green in certain areas. You know what I mean? Obviously, he's got everything worked out in different environments. I remember getting into the game really early, 2010, you know what I mean? 2011, being faced with different situations that I didn't really know how to react to. You know what I mean? Having people putting up videos on World Star and shit like that, and really not knowing how to react to them. You know what I mean? Like, I could have put up response videos that would have gone right on World Star, but for some reason I wasn't on it like that. You know what I mean? Did it cost me? Hell yeah, it cost me. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, it cost me. It was a different world back then. If you got lit back then, you were super up now. You know what I mean? But I kept working. You're funny as hell, Mondo. That's hilarious. I hope you're subscribed to the channel, bro. So let's see. So like Hassan said, Wack denied the boxing match. Hassan said, I really wanted to do business with him. Clothing lines and all that. I feel like we could have made $10 million in 6 months. Can you guys believe that shit? Can you guys believe that shit right there that Hassan is kicking, y'all? $10 million in 6 months? You've got to be kidding me right now. Hassan Campbell had the highest hopes. He had the absolute highest hopes for his relationship with Wack 100. When you're on the internet, and he's not just talking to anybody, you guys. He's literally not just, he's talking to academics, the legitimate greatest YouTuber. You know what I mean? When they had that little back and forth of who is the greatest YouTuber a few minutes ago, we were just going over. He's basically telling him, you know what I mean? He's basically telling him that he could have made $10 million with this man in a 6-month time frame. To turn your back on all that, man, to turn your back on all that, to turn away from all that, it's either A, crazy, or B, it just shows how much you truly believe in yourself. And you know what? If you can go out there and you can do that shit with another man, you should be able to go out there and do that shit by yourself. You know what I mean? But I mean, shit. Could the game have done it by himself? Could the game have done it by himself without 50? You know what I mean? Well, so then if we bring it to that, there's a situation there. In that equation, you have a 50 Cent and you have a game. And if we look at Wack 100 and Hassan, them possibly teaming up as co-host, if you look at that scenario, I guess you could say there's a 50 Cent in the game there as well. I will leave that to you all for everybody to answer. As who do you think is the 50 Cent in the game, in the Wack 100, in the Hassan Campbell situation? I think it's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? But it's something that needs to be put on. It's something that I'm putting on the table. Major salute, major salute, major salute. Yo, Pert Gambit, major salute. Wack turning into the male Wendy Williams. You would know better than me, man. Harris Michael said, bro, I was bored browsing and found some real content, real shit. And I appreciate you tapping in, man. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel and join us on some future lives. You know what I mean? With everything going on the last few days with this topic, man, it's just a no-brainer. Speaking of no-brainers, it's a no-brainer to cover this shit, man. Wack 100 is usually the guy putting the quote unquote squeeze on the rappers out there, on the executives or the producers or just your everyday person. But now the tables have turned on Wack 100, you guys. The tables have legitimately turned because he decided to mess with a blogger. You know what I mean? He decided to mess with a blogger, somebody that is a couple steps ahead of him. You know what I mean? If we're talking in like Fortnite terms, if we're talking in terms of levels, you know what I mean? One's at a much higher level than the other. And as well, if you can put that in the chat as well, which levels you think both these guys are at. But I'm not gonna say that because I don't really know how the levels shit works for Fortnite, just to be real with you. Appreciate you, Mondo. Major respect on the tap in. Today's prices. That's right. That's right, you guys. That's right, you guys. Today's prices are not tomorrow's prices. But today you got a deal on the table. Today, everybody in this room has a deal on the table presented by Mikey T, the movie star. That's right. Mikey T, the movie star, is going to give you a deal. Everybody in this room, that y'all have YouTube channels, y'all have YouTube pages. Whoever checks out my interview with Bizarre, drops a comment on that interview, I will follow you back on YouTube, you guys. That's right. Simple as that. Simple as that, man. Major salute, Colossal the Don. Appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Let's get back into this because Hassan said, I feel like we could have made $10 million in 6 months. Wack and me been talking about about that, and it's still on the table. I refuse to let a man disrespect me. When he was in my face, we was debating friendly. When he said that was some buster ass shit, he didn't call me a buster. It was all in love. And I'm not going to front like I was trying to punk him. Academics asked, is it possible if we can have an orderly conversation where you speak, he speaks. Academics was already trying to bring up Wack 100. Academics was already trying to bringing Wack 100 into this live video, you guys. And shit, that's crazy, right? To think in the middle of this static, in the middle of this 50 Cent and Ja Rule like static, that Academics is going to bring them both together in a room. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy, man. These guys actually came together to speak, and that's why I wanted to talk to y'all about it tonight. But also, Academics confirming that he had heard those stories from Wack 100 is another big piece to this puzzle, you guys. It's a major piece to this puzzle. This is not something that Wack 100 cooked up out of the blue. It's something that he has actually told to other bloggers, y'all. Share this video if you haven't, guys. Share this video if you haven't, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. So at this point, Academics asked if it was possible to bring in Wack. That's crazy, man. He was going to bring in Wack 100 to have a conversation. You got to just think, man, like, who could have a conversation and just sit down and hash out some of their problems? Like, who could really just sit down and hash out some of their problems like that, you guys? Like, if Wack and Hassan could, after how heated this got, you know what I mean? These two were actually willing to do a Zoom or a StreamYard or whatever it was and get together on live and talk to each other. That's crazy that Academics had that much pull to rope these guys in for that conversation so soon after what happened to them. Call me impressed. I didn't see that happening. I did not see that happening so soon. Like, come on. That says a little bit something different about Academics, you guys. That actually kind of tells me that Academics was a little bit more concerned with squashing this. Squashing it, you guys. He actually brought up squashing it once he got the two of them in the room. But let's get into it here. Wack came right in and said, hey, I'm not using any police. Wack disqualified that. Wack took that shit off the table right off the bat, you guys. Wack came in and said, hey, I'm not using the police. No attorney. What's up with that? Oh, it's coming down. The page is coming down, but I'm not using any attorneys or public. What I'm saying is, don't lie. What I'm saying is, don't lie. We never had a podcast. Hassan came right back at that. We talked about having a podcast. You see, the words are getting twisted up right there. We never had a podcast. Okay, yeah, that's accurate. Wack 100 and Hassan Campbell never had a podcast, you guys. Share this video. We're getting lit right now, y'all. They never had a podcast, you guys. But they were going to have a podcast. But they were potentially going to have a podcast, you guys. Look at that situation. You know what I mean? Look at that situation right there. It's already getting twisted up, you know? So that's why Hassan came back and said, we talked about having a podcast. So look at this point right here, though. Wack is pointing it out that he wants to get the YouTube page taken. I'm not sure under what way he wants to take the YouTube page, whether if he wants it, if he gets it for himself, if it's just removed. I really don't know what's going to happen with that. We'll have to wait and see. To be 100% honest, I don't feel like he's going to get his page taken down based on this one video. Like, I don't think that's going to be something that happens. We'll have to wait and see what happens, though. Hassan is pretty much contending that he could create a whole nother page. You know, we've heard him say it. We've actually seen him create other pages. So we know that it can happen. We know he has a presence, a real presence on the YouTube pages, on the YouTube community. You know what I mean? We know Hassan will go live, you know, frequently, consistently, unlike other people who will lack on even creating content to put out there. You know what I mean? And I'm not just talking about how Wack 100 would rather give up his creative podcast stories to different clubhouse influencers. I'm not just talking about that. You know what I mean? YouTube is not the easiest shit in the world to do. If you don't wake up committed to it, you don't wake up and want to do it. That's why I appreciate everybody tapping into my live podcast, man. That shit means the world to me. If you guys can subscribe to the channel if you're not already, you know, I always consider everything that the people in the chat say because it always adds to the conversation on the real. You know what I'm saying? I always, you know, interact with the chat, whether it's a super chat. You know, if you send in a super chat, it's always going to get answered regardless. But I just like to interact with the chat because, you know, it always adds to the conversation, man. Definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. Major salute to you, Jeff, as well. I think you said you had just tapped in tonight, bro. But I appreciate you, man. Oh shit, the chop shop. The chop shop, man. Yo, did you shoot me a follow on Instagram? The chop shop? Let me see who followed me on the gram. Let me see who followed me on the gram, you guys. I'm gonna follow y'all back. Free my brother Max B. Let me see. Okay. The real Tim. All right, I got everybody right here. I got everybody right here. I'm following everybody back. Dev, I got you, bro. Brian, Posh, it's me, bruh. Tim, everybody. I Heart Queen, got you. I just followed everybody back. Listen, if you guys didn't follow me on the gram or the link isn't still up, I'm going to post it right now. Everybody that follows me, whoever follows me right now, I'm going to follow y'all back. The show's not over, guys, just because I'm giving out the plug. Don't get it twisted. The show's not over. I got your DM. I just followed you back. Yeah, man. I think we're all hoping the best for Hassan. You know what I mean? I think we're all hoping the best for Hassan in this situation when it comes to, you know, the fact that his YouTube page is just getting so popular. You know what I mean? And then it gets snatched. Like, that's just BS. You know what I mean? Like, how many times does that happen? Like, look what just happened. Excuse me. Iceberg, you're funny, bro. But sorry guys, you know what I mean? When you lose your spot, just light up some kush. That's my slogan. When you lose your spot, just light up some kush. No, I was just checking out some DMs actually. Appreciate y'all DMing me. Appreciate y'all following me. One mic, one mic, one mic. Hell no, Don Pablo. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, bro. Good night, Cat. What's going on? Appreciate you for tapping in. I'm going to follow everybody back that follows me on Instagram. But also, if you want me to follow your YouTube page, I want you to check out my interview with Bazaar. Drop a comment. I will follow everybody's YouTube page back that drops me a comment, y'all. Everybody that drops me a comment on YouTube, I will follow you guys back. And my IG is right there. If anybody wants to follow me, I'm going to follow you guys back immediately. Okay, I got 2 follows right here. Here, let me actually shoot this video to my brother. My bad, y'all. Nah, Don, that shit ain't down. Hell no, it's not down. Hell no, that shit's not down. Hassan's been going, that's why I'm saying, like, Hassan's YouTube has been going so crazy, 15,000, 16,000 followers. Like, it would be ridiculous. Appreciate you, Helt TV. Follow you back ASAP, bro. But that's why it would be kind of ridiculous, Don, if his page got took down. You know, it's kind of how the shit always works. That's what I was going on before I smoked, actually. You know, like, that's how that shit works, bro. Like, look at Gilly's Instagram page getting taken down. 2 million subscribers, 2 million followers, excuse me. You know what I mean? His page got taken down and it's pretty ridiculous, you know, but it showed. And Hassan can have some relief out of this. It showed because Gilly's secondary page, the page that they made for him, it gained up to 390,000 followers within 2 days. You know what I mean? It showed how quickly he could get that following back. You know what I mean? Hassan Campbell right now is on fire. He's going to be able to get that popularity back if it were to happen, which I don't think it will. Just my opinion, though. Nah, Blade, I don't even need to say that because you know what I'm saying? I'm already speaking on it here, bro. I don't even got to say that shit, Blade. You know what I mean? But definitely appreciate you for tapping in, Blade. Don't think nobody's missing your comments. Definitely interacting with you. I'm sorry about that, though, brother. Everybody hit that follow. Can I get that follow, y'all? Whoever gives me the follow, I'm gonna follow y'all back. That's my word. So listen. So Wack came right on to the interview or the conversation, whatever you want to call it, that was going on between, you know, academics and Hassan Campbell. Wack came right on and said, "Hey, I'm not using any police, no attorney. What's up with that? Oh, it's coming down, but I'm not using any attorney or public. What I'm saying is, don't lie. We never had a podcast." Hassan came back, right back at him. We talked about having a podcast. Wack said, "We never talked about having a podcast. We ain't never have no podcast." Hassan replied, "I didn't say we had a podcast. I said we talked about a podcast." Wack came back, and I'm not tripping. Don't nothing change from my side. I am who I am. You know what I mean? Wack was just firing off with him. You know what I mean? He was just firing off at him. He's like, "So you had your fun. You had your fun. I don't care about a YouTube channel. That's how you make your living. So I'm going to have my fun." And then Hassan actually replied back to Wack saying, "Well, I have more than one page." He said, "I have more than one, so knock yourself out." You know, Wack 100 had said it. he basically said that he wanted to attack Hassan in his pockets. You know what I mean? He wanted to go at him where he believed it would hurt most, as many do. You know what I mean? As many do. What a back and forth there between the two of these guys on Academics show. You know what I mean? Wack said the page is going down, and I'm going to laugh about it. You laughing? I'm laughing. See where you went wrong. Wack was about to start explaining, see where you went wrong, but Academics chimed in, you guys. Academics chimed in, trying to be the cooler head, trying to see if he could find somewhere where the cooler heads could prevail between these two. Academics asked, can't y'all squash this? Can't y'all squash this? Academics wanted to know. That's why he wanted to bring these guys together. He wanted to bring them together to possibly squash this whole situation that really, to a certain extent, might have just been something that was blown over proportion, you guys. As I said a little bit earlier, Hassan made a big deal about getting muted on Clubhouse when I think Wack was really just trying to save the content. Wack was trying to save the energy, if you want to call it that. You know what I mean? He was really trying to preserve the energy that they had going forth for Friday to film so they wouldn't give up any of the juice. You know what I mean? You don't give up the game. You know what I'm saying? You don't give up the game plan before your big match. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I think Wack 100 was trying to do. He's old school about it, you guys. And you know what? That's the best way to be to a certain extent. You're not going to give up your interview. You know what I mean? Say you got an interview with Future, and then you're going to, well, honestly, man, if you get a chance to talk to Future at any point, you better take that opportunity, right? Whoever doesn't take that opportunity, whoever doesn't take that opportunity to talk to somebody like a Snoop Dogg or anybody like that, whenever you get it, you're just kind of like ruining your own opportunities. So listen, Academics said, can't y'all squash this? And Wack went on from him saying, Wack was like, see where you went wrong. Wack just kept on going, not even acknowledging the fact that, you know, Ack had asked about squashing the whole situation. Wack went on. He said, I had you on three-way with Big U, and Big U didn't know it. What you didn't know is Big U and me didn't talk in 15 months on the phone. We don't even F with each other. That's where you went wrong. You an East Coast dude and you don't know these politics. Wack 100 broke it down. You know what I mean? He was like, so I had you on a three-way call. Big U didn't know it. What you didn't know is Big U and me didn't talk in 15 months. So we kind of put an end to any of that speculation that could be right there. And I would have to assume, you guys, I would have to assume that Wack 100 has spoke with Big U at this point. I would have to assume that Wack 100 and Big U have got their stories together at this point, you guys. And that's going to be the narrative that is told, that they haven't talked. They haven't spoke for nearly a year and a half. And so we don't even F with each other. That's where you went wrong. You an East Coast dude, and you don't know these politics. Hassan replied, so basically, what you did is you called another dude on the phone and told him to pretend to be Big U. Now, Hassan is a New Yorker. You know what I mean? Hassan is a New York dude, and New York dudes always pull this. What's it called? Is it called a whoopty? Is it called an oopty? You know what I mean? A lot of people be pulling this type of shit. Well, they'll get you on the phone. You know what I mean? A lot of dudes will be, you know what I mean? A lot of dudes will damn, sorry, I just lost my track of thought. Yeah, sorry. So he said a lot of dudes will get you on the phone and actually have you think they're talking to somebody else, You know what I mean? I remember one time, this dude sent me to do an interview with Frenchie, right? So I'm like, oh shit, that's lit. So I'm in Jersey getting ready. I'm in Jersey getting ready with my guys and shit like that. And I'm about to go do this interview. They're like, yo, Mikey, we got you Frenchie. I'm like, yo, that's lit. French Montana's dope. I'm like, oh, Frenchie, or maybe I didn't say French Montana, but I was like, Frenchie's dope, yo. Frenchie's actually all over that Max B shit. I actually met Frenchie one time. I was saying, you know what I mean? And then it actually turned out to be Frenchie, not French Montana. And I was like, what the hell? But in all honesty, that day I got the chance to meet G Baby. So that was lit, getting the opportunity to meet G Baby. And Frenchie actually remembers me. You know what I mean? I logged on to a couple of his live videos, and Frenchie actually remembers me and shit like that. So I had already met French at that point. So I guess getting to meet Frenchie was actually a bonus. You know what I mean? What up? What up? What up, DX? What up, DX? Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Let me see what I got going on here. Looks like we're gonna finish off the no, I should save this for tomorrow. I'm gonna smoke some sour tonight. I'm gonna blow me a dub. Oh damn, I just messed up. Got love for Max B. I just seen they had a video of Young Thug shouting out Max B. That shit's lit. That shit's lit, you guys. But let's get back into this. So basically, he's telling me, like, you called another dude on the phone and told him to pretend to be Big U. You know, he pretty much said that in the whole situation. And Wack was like, Big U's voice is Big U's voice. That was me and you on the phone. Keep it real. You know, he basically, Wack admits to having this conversation. You know, now we've actually heard academics admit to having a similar conversation with Wack 100. So it's really not that odd that Wack 100 is, you know, running around doing this. He's running around, keeping it real, telling people who he's building with about real things going on, and that's just so happened what it's got to be. You know what I mean? Academics kept it under lock and key. He kept it folded. You know what I mean? He kept that shit away from public ear. He did the respectable thing. But you know what? I'm not saying Hassan didn't. Hassan was put into a corner. You know what I mean? These guys did something that a lot of people do. They use you up for your energy and then they send you back. Just like what Hassan Campbell is saying 6ix9ine is going to be doing with these dudes from Brooklyn, using them for their energy, and then it's ta-ta. You know what I mean? Back to Brooklyn. But in reality, a lot of these people that are working with 6ix9ine, a lot of these people that are getting the opportunity to be on the different platforms, the videos, whatever, they better, you know, show their skill to the fullest. You know what I mean? Because they're getting an opportunity in front of the world, and they're getting an opportunity to maybe not have to go back to Brooklyn, to get their way out of Brooklyn by getting an opportunity to shine. You know what I mean? So right now, that point that I just made, rewind that back. You know what I'm saying? Rewind that shit back. So Hassan basically said, Wack put somebody on the phone acting like Big U, and he was like, do you want me to bring up the audio? He was also saying he'll bring up the audio once again. You know, but Big U, you know, Wack 100 just said simply, Big U's voice is Big U's voice. That was me and you on the phone. Keep it real. Listen to me, bro. Me and Big U haven't talked on the phone in damn near a year and a half. Now, I hear there's supposed to be a conversation with Wack 100 and Big U. Maybe we'll go over that tomorrow night. You know what I mean? I just felt like this was the next piece of the puzzle that we should go over tonight. Wack 100 and Hassan actually back on the screen together. Like, are you kidding me? Academics has some power, man. Academics has some power. If a lot of these guys were a little bit smarter about their career, they would be sitting with Academics more frequently. You know what I mean? He could do a lot for the Chief Keefs. All the amount of shit that he knows about Chief Keef. I mean, shit, Little Reese sat with Academics so many years ago. You know, a lot of rappers have followed suit and showed that man respect. Look at French Montana. He even sat with Academics after all the shit that he went through, man. And that was respectable because Academics told his story with respect. Yep. Hassan Campbell came out of that situation with material. They wanted to send Hassan, back to the Bronx. You know what I mean? A broken man. They wanted to send Poppy back to BX. They wanted to send Poppy back to BX like he was one of 6ix9ine's underlings, like he was one of those dudes. Nah, Poppy from BX is a star. Poppy from BX is doing his damn thing. Poppy from BX is coming back he's coming back with a star under his ass. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. He's shooting right now. He's shooting through this shit right now. Poppy's out of here, man. They thought they was going to leave him up a dirt road. You know what I mean? They thought they was going to leave him out of sight, out of mind. Nobody's going to check for him after our shit. We're going to embarrass him after our shit. What they say, up shit's creek without a paddle. Nah, man. That dude is surfing right now. He done came out of that with the whole surfboard. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. What up, Money? Appreciate you for tapping in, Money. Major salute to you, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in tonight. This video has been live, man. This video has been live. Listen, everybody in here, I'm giving y'all the opportunity right now. Whoever follows me on Instagram, I'm going to follow y'all back. Follow me on the gram. Whoever follows me is going to get that immediate follow back. You heard? I'm going to follow anybody back that follows me based on this video. I keep it real on this channel. I keep it real on this channel, you guys. And I follow everybody back because I like to keep in tune with all the people. That's why I call this joint the People's Channel, just like The Rock used to call his shit. You know what I mean? Salute to Poppy, man. Salute to Poppy coming out of that one even bigger than before. You know what I mean? Poppy came out of that shit even bigger than before, like on the real. You know what I mean? Because they just thought they was gonna leave him all dusty and shit. You know what I mean? They thought he was gonna be there, not able to do nothing. Poppy's cooler than all them dudes right now. I hate to say it. You know what I mean? Poppy's got them all right now. You know what I mean? But Academics is always able to like what Hassan was saying, you guys. What Hassan was saying, y'all. Basically, he was saying like I could go video for video with Wack and defeat him, even with his celebrity guests. You know what I'm saying? Now, Hassan versus Academics is a little bit of a different story, even if it's, you know what I mean? Because Academics with his celebrity guest, I mean, shit, we just seen what he's done. You know what I mean? He'll have somebody like Waka Flocka, and then he'll have somebody totally, you know, up to date on the scene that's releasing an album that week, like NLE Choppa. You know what I mean? Like Academics is so tuned in that he really knows how to make those conversations mean that much more for the couple hours that they happen. And I'm not saying, you know, when we jump on here for a few hours that it's not like that, because throughout this whole podcast that I do, there's a lot of gems riddled throughout there. You know what I mean? Where hip hop facts or, you know, different thoughts of, you know, what I thought about the way things were playing out in the game. You know what I mean? That's what this shit's about. Exactly, LHT. LHT says who Hassan gets the views that Academics does without the guests. But I think, you know, Academics guests is a lot different. There's a lot more to compare Akademiks guest to Wack's guest. You know what I'm saying? Wack really hasn't had that many episodes, first of all. You know what I'm saying? But there's a big difference. You know what I mean? When Akademiks sits with somebody, like look at what he's about to cook up with Bobby Shmurda. It looks like he was cooking up with Bobby Shmurda. It looked like with the whole jewelry video. Like that's gonna break the internet, period. You know what I mean? He's gonna have all this shit that we're watching right now, but he's gonna have a whole nother direction for us in just a few days. Damn. Sorry you feel like that, bro. Major salute, boss lady. Appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Appreciate that. It's me, bro. Says Haas did his thing. Yeah. I love how some people just pop in. Some people just be popping in and think they like get the whole. Those people be judging a book by its cover. It's weird. It's like, man, we've been on here chopping it up for like 3 hours now. You know what I mean? It's a real conversation. It's not like you pop in and think we've been on here for 30 seconds and you're watching a 30-second clip over and over and over. Like it's real shit. Yeah, DX. You're right. You're right, DX. Act be on that Henny snapping. He really do. But that's awesome. That's awesome, though. Actually, Henny is my drink as well, aside from the champagne. You know what I'm saying? If I'm sipping on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to sip on some Douce, though, as well. You know what I mean? I just feel like I'm more used to the Hennessy, obviously, as most of us are. Chase Moolah says Hassan definitely broke the internet. Major salute, BK. I appreciate you for tapping in. Same Henny, champagne, or some weed, pretty much. And you know, if I'm sipping on something else, you know what I mean, like a tequila or a vodka, I guess. I mean, shit, it's Ciroc all day. You know what I mean? Period. You know what I mean? It's Ciroc, period. You know what I mean? We had the days back in the day when we was on the Grey Goose. You know what I mean? We had the days when we was on the Belvy. You know what I mean? That Belvedere. But Diddy's cornered the Ciroc market. Patron, obviously. You know what I mean? When it comes to tequila. But yeah, I'm more of a champagne guy. And then you get a little bit of Hennessy as well if you want to drink something a little bit, you know what I mean, heavier. You know what I mean? Something that's going to do the trick a little bit quicker. That's the only difference, I think, between that. You know what I mean? Because with the bottle of champagne, you're probably drinking like a half a bottle, two, you know what I mean? With the Henny, you're taking like 2 hits. You know what I'm saying? But I hope y'all subscribe to my channel. Make sure you don't miss my live videos. We'll be live tomorrow night as well, you guys. Staying on here with the news. I'm actually trying to put together a couple live interviews. You know what I'm saying? Aside from my interviews, you know, in person or over Zoom, pre-recorded pretty much. I want you guys to click the link in my bio, though, and check out my interview with Bazaar. If you're a first-time viewer, go check out my interview with Bazaar and get a little bit of an idea of what I do, man. I don't stop. I don't stop, man. Exotic. Send that $50 super chat. Send that $50 super chat, bro. And we cracking it, bro. And we cracking it. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I'd probably go get one from the fridge. You know what I'm saying? That's done. That is done. I'm about to roll something up though. Let me see. Let's do some open questions. I'm gonna take some open questions, you guys. Do we got any open questions tonight? Anybody got any questions that they want to ask? I always do this at the end of the shows after we get done with the topics. I always go to the open questions, you guys. Always want to hear what y'all got to say. Oh yeah, I forgot we rolling up sour, not the damn, man. All right, I guess we might have to finish off the cookies tonight. It ain't no thing. Appreciate you, Doer. Major salute to you, bro. Major salute. See, let me get another Dutch ready. CD says, who is your favorite YouTuber? Who is my favorite YouTuber? Who do I like to watch on YouTube more than anybody? I guess it's Gilly the Kid, Nori. Yeah, Gilly the Kid and Nori, to be honest with you. Well, Reckoning, go check out the full interview with Bazaar. The link should be in the description. Click that link for my interview with Bazaar, and then right in the description of that interview is my full-length interview with Bazaar. How long will Wack last? Well, I mean, shit, to be honest with you, Wack has been around for quite some time. You know what I mean? It's no joke. Wack has actually been around for quite some time. You know what I mean? Like, look at the fact of the matter. He's been around since 2007. You know what I mean? He's been around since at least 2007 on the music tip. And that's because I can say that because of his work with Ray J. Anything earlier than that, I mean, I'd have to, like maybe, I don't know, maybe he brought Crooked Eye, maybe he did some shit with some of the Death Row guys. I'm not really too sure. Man, what's up with this Dutch? Oh, okay, I see why. It's an older one. I'm not even going to mess with that one tonight. I'll tell you that much. L Cool J says, did you used to be on TV? Your name and face look familiar. Well, I've been doing hip-hop interviews since 2009, my dude. My first interview was with Freaky Zeke. It was actually premiered on World Star Hip Hop. I was basically sitting right beside Freaky Zeke. But pretty much after that, I jumped behind the camera and I started interviewing all these stars from behind the camera, like, you know what I mean? Like Ja Rule. I got interviews with some of the dopest artists like AZ. You know what I mean? I was able to connect with some really dope artists like Dead Prez and Core Mega, you know what I mean? And make my impression felt in that way. And I was pretty much behind the camera interviewing all these guys like Gilly the Kid and AR Rab and Dark Low, getting major interviews with the likes of Pusha T and Scott Storch, you know what I mean? Rick Ross, Lil Wayne. And then in 2020 with the pandemic, I was like, you know what? It's time for me to start jumping in front of the camera. So ever since then, I pretty much haven't stopped. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much my story to a certain extent. Dev says, are you interviewing new and upcoming artists? Yeah, all the time, bro. I actually just did an interview with Brick Boy Dior from Florida. Also another Florida interview I did, South Strip, dope ass group from Florida. Pick one, Pac or Biggie. I'm giving it to Pac. I'm giving it to Pac, reckoning based on content. You know what I mean? I'm giving it to Pac based on content. You know, Pac had a lot of albums release. You know what I mean? After his passing, Big had a few. You know what I mean? A few that I really wasn't interested in. Like I'm talking about the Biggie duets. You know what I mean? The Born Again album was okay, but Big's first two albums, were just absolutely classic. You know what I mean? You can listen to both of them for different reasons. You know what I mean? There's a clear distinction between those two albums. You know what I'm saying? But Pac just had a lot of material. I think he had more material and more of a, you could see more of a growth looking back and studying the material like I have. You know what I mean? Because when Pac was releasing a lot of his material, I was like 6 years old and shit like that. Barely, comprehending shit, so really looking back on the situation, going back and, seeing Pac's records, like seeing the way he advanced in the records, you know what I mean? Like with some of his songs, the way that he progressed, you know, you could see a lot different. It was a lot different than what we got to see with Biggie, you know, through the music. Major salute. Jeff, we'll see you on the next live, bro. Definitely appreciate you, man. If you had any question, man, last question, shoot it. You could watch it on demand, man. Exactly, Brian. That was another thing. And you know, I can't really say what Big's work ethic was like. You know what I mean? We did get to see a little bit of it, the way that he presented his artist, the way that he would work with his artist. And that was something a little bit different. You know, Pac seemed to be more focused on himself, you know, whereas Big was there working with Junior Mafia, working closely with Kim, you know what I mean, to make sure Kim was going to be a major success. This guy, Big, possibly could have surpassed Pac. You know what I mean? He possibly could have surpassed Pac based on his advances in the game. It's evident that he was going to have a number of artists that were influenced by him. Biggie was going to set up, I have to believe, a major label, you know, judging how he could work with all these guys. But yeah, Pac's work ethic was different because he would move from song to song. You know what I mean? And you know what? If the engineer is working right, the engineer should be staying there after Pac leaves and editing the song and making sure the song is sounding right. You know what I mean? And then they can go over it the next day and Pac can give in his critiques. But if you're leaving the material rough like that, you know what I'm saying? But shit, as long as you have the files, that's why you're always able to do something with the material. Bruh. What up? What up? What up? 215. What's popping? What's popping? Major salute, Dev. Tap in with me on the IG. Everybody on here that follows me up. Everybody that follows me, I'm going to follow back right now on Instagram, all right? Everybody that follows me right now, whoever followed me is getting the follow back right now, y'all. Let me see who followed me on the gram. Let me see who followed me on the gram. We got Gas World in here. We got Gas World in here. I don't think we do got Gas World in here, but I'm following Leroy back because I think Gas World is one of those, you know, those weed things. Oh, shit, that's true. This guy's hilarious. Hell yeah, Brian. I'll see you in the next video, bro. We're at the point right now. If anybody has any questions, you could send them in right now. Let me get this other computer charging. Make sure everything's Gucci on this end. Check this out right here. All right, I'm about to roll one up, you guys. I'm about to roll something up. Hell yeah, major salute, Reckoning. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel. I appreciate everybody that subscribed to the channel. Let me see. What are we looking like subscriber-wise? Oh, wow. We got 58,360 subscribers tonight. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you're subscribed right now, you guys. Make sure you're subscribed right now. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers, y'all. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers, y'all. This shit is too real. Appreciate everybody. Whoever follows me on the gram too, I'm going to follow you back. Let me see what's up with this poll. I'm about to end the poll. I'm about to roll up something, you guys. Let's see, where's the rest of that? Let me get the rest of this. All right, there we go. Looks like we're smoking on this tonight. I only smoke the best gas, you guys. I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Chase Moolah, major salute to you. Major salute to everybody that tuned in. I will see you all tomorrow night at 10 p.m. 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m., you guys. Everybody be sure to tap into the live video tomorrow night at 10:30, y'all. Don't miss me on live, you guys. Missing Mikey T, the movie star, on live is like missing Monday Night Raw in the 90s, you guys. Missing Mikey T is like back in the 90s when you popped in to Strawberries and they didn't have the CD that you wanted back in the day. And you, oh, shit, I done missed it. I done missed out. And you got to walk all the way home. And you got to be thinking about how you missed that shit the next day. You can watch it on demand, though. Pop in, drop a comment. Make sure you don't miss the next live, you guys. Mr. Cato, appreciate you, man. Everybody in here, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe right now. And when you do, make sure you hit that notification bell. All right? Listen, man. Everybody in here, I want y'all to hit that link, man. I want y'all to hit that link. I want y'all to hit that link that's pinned up and check out my interview with Bazaar. I want y'all, if whoever drops a comment on that shit, whoever drops a comment on my interview with Bazaar, I'm going to show y'all some love on Instagram, man. You heard? I'm going to show y'all some love, and I'm going to follow your YouTube page back. I will follow your YouTube page back, man. Roll a Swisher tomorrow. Drop a you know what I mean? Drop a super chat. I'll go pick up the Swishers, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know about that. Swisher actually be doing something to the weed. You know what I mean? I got some Dutches. Michigan. Appreciate you, bro. Michigan, salute. Appreciate everybody that's tapping in from everywhere around the country, everywhere around the world. We're taking this shit to the next level, you guys. Y'all are going to help me become the next big blogger in this hip hop shit, man. We're all doing it together as well. Salute y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow night, man.